Yeah, I got you, baby.
Okay.
You want me to do a recap?
Sure.
So, after a lot of fuckery, me and Sera decided to walk to the Witchlight Guild, and we met a wonderful lady, whose name is forgetting me, and is out of my mind right now. And we started talking about the Rexus Federation, as well as my background as a changeling. And I got some information that might help me make a decision on whether or not I'm going to stay with the Rexus Federation or whether or not I won't. And afterwards, she sent a message to the Witch Queen to try and get me some more information about whether or not I could potentially help them within an endeavor with the Emperor, as it seems like they don't like, people of the male persuasion very much. So Sera and I walk back. We met up with the rest of the party, whom I think went on an adventure of their own. It seems like Soma might no longer be with us. And we went ahead and went over to the racing hall, where all of our familiars, including Gnome Seino, decided to enter as familiars. And there was a little bit of fuckery. There was a wagon wheel with some eyes on it. There was a giant elephant who somehow won. I saw Moto try and grease up the field. That didn't seem to do very much, considering that a lot of them were flying creatures and a wagon wheel. And so it ended up being a close race, but, Ayaza, I think, came in third, and that was the only ranking. So, of course, me being Effie, decided to go and rifle some pockets and ended up winning about 1,000 gold. And that's where we ended. That's where we ended last week on Edge of Twilight, Path of Hades.
I like how you said, I won some gold.
Right.
Instead of,
yeah,
that you stole some gold. But, it is what it is, I suppose.
Want it.
I won it.
I want it.
I won
Do you know who my boyfriend is?
Yeah. Do you know who my
What?
boyfriend is?
Do you know
Do you know what they say? You know what they say about the great Wayne Gretzky?
Who?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Good. Thanks for that inspiration.
You're welcome. Now I get inspiration.
Yes, have some inspiration. Truly, I'm inspired.
Me too.
Good.
I want to go gamble.
All right.
Gamba!
Anyway, so let's see here. Yeah, let's do this. All right, Luka, are you ready?
Yes.
Time.
It is
Finally time.
It is time.
I wish I could be in Foundry to interact, but no.
Don't worry, I got you. The one character I can't get in on.
Don't worry, I got you. Wiggity, 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 wiggity. Just start rolling her around. Yay! All right, let's do this.
All right. Which direction to Telt sector?
Up.
Up it is.
Do this one, and then add some music.
I'm just gonna reload, guys, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, guys.
Now, when you say up, do you actually mean up as in vertically or up as in north?
Just up into space.
As in moving on up. I see.
We're moving on up. We're moving on out.
Look at Rainz's token. It's just smaller than everyone else's.
Because he's a
He
gnome.
is a gnome.
He's so
All right.
cute.
All right, who's going with Luka?
I am.
I think everybody is.
Everyone?
For whatever reason.
Well, if everyone wants to go, I didn't know this was a whole field trip.
I thought, I mean, what else? What else
That's
would
what
we be
Arcadum
doing?
told us like 500
Yeah,
sessions ago is we should all
he's like,
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, not everybody's here, so we should delay the clown.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's really cool. Like,
It better be. It's been a month of lead up.
oh my god.
I have high expectations, Arcadum.
You want to un-AFK yourself?
I can't even see myself.
We're not on the map.
Hey, we live! Look at that. Ready.
Alright, let's do this. Put you guys here. Put some... Oh,
Try the Foundry
I
again.
need to adjust the grid. That grid is not good. That grid is better.
So how's everybody doing this morning?
Great.
Is that in character? Oh, sorry.
Okay, let me do it in character. Hi. How's everybody doing?
That...
all right. Luka just looks at her confused.
I think racing was some of the most fun I've had in a long while.
You see some gold like spilling out from her bosom.
Effie, I'm
Awesome.
bored. How do we make money?
How do we make money? She kind of waggles her gold tits.
Waggles.
You need
That's
some
one
gold?
way.
Yes.
Why don't you just steal it
From who? Anybody?
from people?
She'll look around.
Some of us are not apt for thievery, Effie.
Well, that's how I make money.
That's excellent.
Oh.
I
Let
mean,
me find
Sera,
someone who would have 50,000 gold.
yeah, you just find a wealthy patron down in the brothel district.
Okay, here we go.
She'll look down
A
at her
damn
red
elephant.
racing dress and her giant titties.
Nods. Nods in approval. Yeah, I think somebody will pay like a pretty good premium for those tentacles too.
I could have 2 acts.
What would be the first act?
I think it depends on the clientele.
What would be the second act?
Same thing. One's either
Nice.
vegan, or
Alright.
one's either, well, oh,
This is such a cute
What are we
map.
looking at? This
I
is
love it.
pretty.
maybe the
Are those
clown will pay.
leaves?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're leaves. They're so cool.
Alright, everyone loaded in? Or everyone who can, I guess.
Is yeah.
I can tell Sera's loaded in.
Yeah, me too.
Am I huge on you guys' screens?
No.
No.
Oh, because you're watching my stream.
Yeah.
Took you long enough.
Alright. And so, as you walk through the streets of Arist, following the inclinations of the coin and your own instincts, eventually, Luka, you find yourself in a strange clearing of the metal and stone streets. A small piece of tranquil, verdant clarity can be seen in the chaos of the metal and stone streets. It is here you are led, and as you enter, the sounds of the city around you start to fade away. The voices, incalculable in number and cacophonous in their volume, fade. And as you step to the threshold and make your way across a small bridge over a tranquil pool of water, all of the noise turns to quiet, to where there is just a soft thrum of energy.
Is it possible if you could move the camera a little bit, Lolly? Just to see what's ahead. I can't. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Could you zoom out again? Sorry,
Apparently that's how you
focus
get
the
there,
camera.
girl.
That's all
on.
I get. Oh,
Do you
I
go
can't
across the bridge?
move. Yes, Luka would. He would move closer to, or towards where it was described.
All right, does everyone follow Luka?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sera, take up the back. He's
Yep.
gonna admire the water.
Okay, here we go. As you make your way across the bridge and step to the tranquil serenity of this garden. Oh, these are active walls. Hold on, it's active
Oh.
walls.
Is the energy that I feel is that arcane? Could I make an Arcana check for that?
Sure.
Or could someone roll that for me, please?
I can't get to your sheet. Here,
I
I'll
got
roll
it.
Sera for you.
I got it.
Oh, thank you.
It appears to be energy that is neither arcane nor divine. A soft, almost flowing sense of energy, something you have felt before, but only once, within the life stream.
Does it remind me of Inu? Like how he
Yes.
felt when they met Inu? Oh. Interesting. Luka's mind briefly drifts to Chala as he is locked on the screens back in the ship.
Ruining out.
Rooting out on his god. Well, while his god is busy. Okay,
And it is here,
so he goes to the center.
in a clearing of rustling, floating leaves, around you, shining little red motes of light. You see what appears to be a priest, or perhaps a monk, seated on the stone, cross-legged and meditative. And you see this.
Oh, he's sick.
Mhm.
An Omega wizard?
Looks like a monk. Can I tell that he's a monk, or is he just?
You don't
Like
know.
what?
Can I martial
Yeah.
check him?
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah.
so he's in a meditative state, just sitting for right now.
Your martial check reveals to you that... Let's see here. A martial check reveals to you that this individual has a swath of power, layered and contained within itself. A focal point of dance mana. Whatever this creature is, it is far more than it seems.
Effie gives a thumbs up.
Okay. Luka will observe this creature or person for a moment before approaching. Hello. Are you Telt sector?
The creature does not respond with words, but gestures to the front of itself.
Okay. Luka will look at that spot, look at his party, and approaches that spot that was signaled to him. And we'll sit down. And we'll mimic however Telta sector is currently seated.
Maelie goes to sit next to Luka.
Oop. Okay. I was advised that you might know what to do with these, and he reaches into his pocket and takes out the clown coins. I've had these for a while, and I'm not quite sure what value or what I can do with them. but I have an inclination that it might be a little bit attached to a power that I've come to know. And he kind of demonstrates the power of chaos and order that he has around him using the black and gold energy that I've always described, or symbolizing that. So, could you tell me what this does, or what can I do with them?
Upon finishing your slew of questions, a long moment passes before finally the engraving upon his forehead begins to glow, and slowly the man opens his eyes. Greetings. I am known as Telt. You have come before me, for you bear the coinage of the harlequins of fate. I act as their broker. Tell me, what part of your fate would you like to discuss?
Is it possible if I can make a religion or a check for the harlequins of fate? When he says that?
Sure.
Can I also do a religion check?
Sure.
Well, can someone roll for me, please?
Here, I'm just going to get... Who wants to control Luka's rolls?
Please.
You can give it to me since she's watching through me.
Alright.
I just see your cursor just going over him. So much zoom, so much wow.
So much gray.
There. You should have
Thank
control.
you. Oh. Thank you for rotating. it
Okay.
for me.
So, Irha takes a closer look like everyone else, and although he bears no direct religious markings, Irha notices that there is something familiar about his symbols. They seem to be similar to that of Raquel's, although not quite the same.
Mhm.
And as to his question, Luka, do you have an answer?
Oh, sorry, could you repeat this question again?
What part of your fate would you like to discuss?
Fate. I would like to know, well, the things, and he kind of mulls over this a little bit. We're about to face an adversary, one that has plagued my realm 50 years past. And I believe part of my fate is to encounter and possibly deal with that adversary. So, the part of my fate I would like to know is how is there a link for me to follow, or that not necessarily me, but a way that could shed some light to how we can better be suited to this? Maybe some history about what happened to Camp Blast Stand that could help influence what is to come. And where my place in that is.
future, then.
Mm-hmm. He nods.
So be it. With that, he will raise his hand up, and you will see that light starts to focus and coalesce within the space above it. And as it does so, it shifts and turns until finally he holds a card in his hand. And he will place it onto the ground in front of him as it floats there before you. You notice that the card is blank. You also notice that there seems to be a shadow. A shadow on the card indicating that which has been determined already. Telta Sector will point at the card, and they'll point at you, and then will say, "Your fate determined. And yet, undecided."
Luka will frown his brow at that. Does it have to do with this? And he pulls out the harlequin mask that he's held onto for a while. And he shows it to Telta Sector.
The man will nod sagely, and then will explain. To wear the mask is to see fate's design, and to remove yourself from it. Curious. Very rare few can wear the harlequin's mask.
So... Oh, pardon.
And with that, he will kind of move his hand a little bit. Red motes of light will dance around each of you. Fateless. His eyes will linger somewhat upon Effie, and then will turn back to the others, and then finally to you. And then he will say no more.
So, what does this mask do, if you could tell me? I haven't really had the proper chance to examine it. I've seen strange things through it. I looked into probably a space I shouldn't have, the Astral Sea. And many versions of my friend, and he looks over to Irha. So, what does it do exactly?
Its function is tied directly to the one who wears it. It is a conduit, a filter in which one might see the world. The mask is the item of office for a harlequin, a servant of fate and time, an adjuvant of those that would seek to change their fates against the matron's will.
So, this could potentially change aspects or the fates of others, of other people, if I channel it to do so, if I'm understanding that correctly.
To wear the mask, truly, you would need to become a harlequin. A difficult and dangerous prospect. One that, once completed, requires great sacrifice. But yes, with it, you could see the fates of others and decide upon them.
Luka looks to Maelie, who's beside him, and thinks back to the clowns. Was there anything about them before we left that seemed odd to you? The clowns, I mean.
Well, odd is a hard way to describe it. I mean, I was kind of distracted. It was a place of beauty. And I was really into it. But I wouldn't have called them odd. I just think they're disconnected. They seem to be outside of whatever is going on for everyone else.
And he's just kind of mulling over what he recalls from their visit with the clowns. They are removed in another realm, and they're able to tell us what happened before and change aspects of ourselves if we so requested it. So then he looks at Telt Sector. What is the process to become a harlequin? What does that entail? What sort of things may I have to sacrifice if I choose this path?
To become a harlequin is to become faceless. It is to become nothing, so that you might become everything. A harlequin has no name, has no face, has no fate.
Completely removed from the tapestry?
Yes.
Luka leans back a little bit more and looks at his card. Can he grab for it?
Yeah.
Would tell. Oh, okay. He tentatively picks it up and flips it over, like looking at it through his hands.
It's still blank.
Hmm.
And as you look at it, if you want to do your prayer, you can do it now, Effie.
Dear Matron of Fate, I miss you. You know, being one of your little conduit girls, as a regarding rogue of the Great Pantheon, there's some stuff going on down here, about potentially removing somebody from the Tapestry of Fate, as well as like being able to look at people's fate and stuff. And I'm just a little concerned, and would love to hear from you if this is, okay or not, or if I should do anything about this. Your little favorite little changeling, Effie.
Who? All right, you speak your prayer. You're unsure if it is heard, and you were looking.
She gives a thumbs up.
And as you're looking at your card, Luka, Telt Sector will continue. one of the things that I do is I offer those to choose their own paths, for they cannot see the threads that guide and bind them. It is my duty to the Red that affords this privilege.
Can I do a religion check on that?
Sure.
I assume he means. Oh, wait, no.
Mm.
Okay. Can I do one too? Thurin?
Sure.
Thank you. The Red. And he just asked the question. Also, thank you, Lolly. You're the greatest.
Yeah. Tell me I'm beautiful now.
You're so beautiful.
She paused
so
again.
pretty.
She paused again.
But she
What?
said
I
the
was-
words.
It was literally a millisecond. Anyway.
That's crazy. Anyway. With those religion checks, you believe that most likely he is referencing the Red Pantheon.
Okay.
Do we know much about that? Probably not.
That was literally my next question.
No. The Red Pantheon is the main pantheon of worship of the Astral Sea, the space between.
Okay.
It is the it is the pantheon of deities that are followed by astral travelers.
Luka gives Maelie a nudge at that. His like elbows her a
smiles.
little bit. Then he just puts his card back down. Is this also where I get this chaotic and orderly power from? To be honest, I haven't really known where this comes from. Is it from the Red or you, or what patron or deity do I get this power from? If you could potentially clarify that for me, as it seems familiar in this area, I mean.
'Tis the power of fate.
Oh. And he just his shoulders slump a bit at that. I see.
But it is more than that. The word fate is often misrepresented by those that do not understand what it means. Action causeth ripples. Within those ripples, there are things that will happen and will not happen based upon the choices that those that live make. A simple term, but one whose complexity is beyond most's ability to comprehend. The act of fate and the pulling upon the threads is both a deterministic quality and, at the same time, a changeable one. We are all bound by our choices, bound by our beliefs. These are represented by the fate and its threads. There are many wardens of such things. The goddess Raquel attempts to repair the broken pieces of time. And each of the different worlds have their own guardian of fate, I suppose you might look at it that way. All of them in service to the Red Pantheon and the Astral Traveler. It is by her wisdom that such things are decided. But it is by action and choice that fate is determined.
Luka nods. Understand, well, not completely, but seeming to connect the dots a little bit more than he had previously. I was always one to have, or the desire to have my own choice and action determine what I do next. It's almost ironic that I am what I am, and he gestures to his self being a cleric. Being in service to what is destined is always struck me as undesirable in some ways. Always feeling like not being able to have that agency of something that is predetermined, or not being able to change it if I so willed. I like to think I have too much will, if I had to be honest. And he just brushes, if there's dirt, he just brushes the dirt by his feet. And this mask, the proposed future, the proposed potential power that this could have, would render me faceless, quote unquote, not attached to the fate, which does sound attractive, I won't lie, but I still am not too sure of the perils or dangers that poses of becoming that, if that is for sure what I decide to do. And he looks to his party members as like a sign to say, what do they think about that? If they have any opinions.
So, Luka,
He regards her.
you, thanks for regarding me, first of all.
What? Yes.
Second of all, weren't you supposed to be like a conduit for dragons?
Being a cleric is being a conduit to many things, I assume.
When was the first time you were a conduit?
I assume when we first woke up in Conflux.
To what?
When I woke up in this body, I don't know.
We were on conflicts for a while, and you never figured that out?
No. We were on
Oh.
the run all the time. When did we have time to sit down and really, or when did I have time to sit down and really think about what was I channeling and to whom? Or from whom, I should say.
I still prayed to Sekelq's, who is my boyfriend, by the way.
He just gives her a sad smile. Lets her continue.
I guess what I'm saying is, if it's my understanding, granted, being a Gregorian, I get to serve multiple different people within the Grey Pantheon. Obviously, Sekeldeckles is my number one. But I don't know if this is a pick and choose situation, Luka. This might be an all-in situation. And if this is something that you want to fucky do with, then I support you.
He nods at her words.
She
Looks
gives
to the
him
others.
a finger vessel.
What is that? what is that?
Instead of finger
Finger
guns.
go. Yeah.
Oh. So lost. Okay.
Luka, the price for this power you are considering is to remove yourself entirely from influencing the world in which you will exist. You will become an observer. Is that what you wish?
Is it entirely just observation?
You'll be
He just
forced
kind of-
into a role of providing advice to those who may not listen. Your hands will be tied.
I cannot force people to do even if I advise. All I can give, if it is that, is the opinion and
You're
direction.
removing your own ability, that even if they're not doing what you believe is right, you cannot do anything about it.
Is that what? Sorry, excuse me, you're kind of like losing me a little bit.
Sera sees what's being offered here.
Mhm.
Is you're someone who can read the Tapestry of Fate, and you can do very similar to what the Harlequins do, as well as Telt to Sector. When you get asked questions, you can answer them about their fate, but that's it. You cannot impact the world around you anymore. You're removed from that tapestry. So you still exist. You're not dead, but you're also not alive.
Okay.
It's a state of in between. That's what she sees.
A state of. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. He looks at Telta Sector, regards him. So, being this, in my quest to potentially deal with this adversary, it would not be effective or useful, because at the end of it, what I hope to do is at least make our odds better. And I'm exploring whatever I can that would help, even this. So tell me, being a harlequin removes me, not saying that it has to be the demand, or should I say, the be and all, but how will this impact that sort of outcome for our adversary? Whether I'm part of it or not.
You ask questions, but not the questions that matter the most to you. So I shall answer with a question of my own. What is it that you want, Luka Sreggop?
I want to improve our odds. Because what we're going up against is formidable. I also want to understand what role I could potentially play to better those odds. And whether any gestures to the card and the mask, will be of any service. True service.
Telted Sector will look upon you and will do a slight sigh. You misunderstand the nature of my question. You claim you wish to increase the odds of your companion's success in their coming trials. But that is... I wonder, is that what you want? What is your desire? What drives you so?
What drives me is to not be able to make sure that the people I care about can survive. And I wouldn't be not remiss, but I'll feel more anger towards myself if I did nothing about it.
Do you believe that you have done nothing?
Not entirely. I've done my best to my current capacities. But I know I can be better.
If you have done your best, what else can you give?
I always have the assumption that there's something more. I'm just trying to find that.
Your quest for power, though filtered with love, is misguided. You have formed a hunger, a hole that shall never be filled. I see it as I look upon your past. Each step forward, a quest to elevate yourself. The power that you hold in your hand within the harlequin's mask is one that if you think that you wish, then you must reconsider. For to take the mask and to walk the path of the harlequin is to abandon you and what you want. To be empty, to be everything. Thy path is yet to be determined, Luka.
He stares at this mask for quite some time. And this is just me kind of asking for a moment to mull this over. So he will nudge at Maelie for his for whatever she would like to speak to Telt to Sector about. I just need to sit here and mull over this for a second.
Sure thing. Maelie will dig around in her robes a bit and get to the clown pocket, and then she will pull out the 3 things that she got from the clowns: the kit, the makeup kit, the ticket, and the music box. Kind of lay them out on the ground in front of her. Mr. Telt Sector, sir, I was wondering, maybe if you could tell me a bit more about these artifacts that the clowns gave me at the carnival, right? For example, this makeup kit here, I was told that if I were to apply the makeup, it would be to abandon humanity and choose a different fate. So is that the same thing as becoming a harlequin, like Luka's
Correct.
talking about?
'Tis the same path.
All right. For the music box, I haven't played it yet because I wasn't sure what would happen if I did. Can you give me a little more insight on that? I like to know all the ins and outs before I make a final decision.
The box contains the song that is the last song you will hear.
When you phrase it that way, it sounds kind of ominous.
Yes. He agrees.
So, are you saying if I play this, I'll die? Or is it more like kind of looking down the line into the future?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Interesting gift then. Okay. And for the ticket, right? This was supposed to be a gift for the entire team. Do you think you could help redeem it for us, please?
Of course. He'll hold his hand out.
She will give him the ticket.
It will
And
dissipate. Go ahead.
sorry. She'll just put the other two things back in her clown pocket.
And then he will say, well, more so do. He'll lift his hand up, and the ticket will dissipate into dust. Cards begin to float all around him from his sleeves. And then he will state, your ticket is sufficient to purchase a fate. You may choose at your leisure.
Sera frowns. Feels things are getting serious. She'll move up. Bloop. She'll study. What are the options?
Yeah, what are the options?
All right.
Seino would walk next to Irha.
Yeah, she beckons Seino in.
I'll move.
Does somebody want to move?
I'll move.
Here you go.
All right, so what Telt Sector actually does, other than dropping totally helpful hints about what's happening next, what he actually does is he sells fates. I have to go out of character to really explain this so that players know what it actually is. So, I have written a lot of content, and this is one of the aspects of using that which hasn't been used. He basically sells fates that act as side quests that have rewards that you would normally not have access to. They can be
Cool.
They can be fates from other storylines. They can be fates from the past, from 7 years even. They can be fates from the future. It's pieces of... I call them fates because that's the in-game term, but what it is, it's just like little side quests and branches, but they have unique rewards, so...
So it's not like when we were with the dragons actually changing our subclass. It's more just like side quest stuff.
Well, it's side quests, but some of the unique rewards can be something as drastic as a entire new subclass or access to feats that normally are not available. Like, the rewards are big and they're unique, so...
Side quest!
Would it be best then to list them by what the rewards could be, and we pick that way?
Because I wish to remain sane, I will present you 6 options.
Why not 7?
Because he serves the red, which is the 6-pointed star. Storm.
Well, how am I supposed to know?
Got him.
I guess so. I guess.
Got him.
I guess my super fan that wasn't paying that much attention feels bad.
The red star of Anaret is 6 points.
Got him.
It serves the red. Got him. Absolutely wrecked, destroyed. Oh, also, you guys have a new overlay.
Yeah.
We do?
Notice.
Oh yeah, I saw.
That's gonna be
hold
Sera
on.
after her trip to the brothel.
See, I got everything open but Foundry. I have so
What
much
is our
going on.
overlay?
Wait, you got everything open but
Well,
Foundry?
It's a Twitch
Yeah.
thing, guys.
Yeah,
Yep, it's a Twitch thing.
it's the Twitch overlay.
Like it used to be the Dragon Planet one, you know, and
Yeah.
now it's digitized kind of.
The path
Yeah,
of
we got
Hades.
all we got all
Oh.
technological and stuff.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I can't even open Arcadum's stream. We love that.
I am gonna do some rolls.
Roll your boat.
Gently down
Gently down the street.
Let's see. I have
Merrily,
Ti-
merrily.
Merry.
And I haven't opened this shit in
Life
a while.
is but a dream.
I shoot them till they scream.
wow.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa!
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, wow. Look
Pulls
at
out
Rainzz over
vessel
here.
gun.
Oh, I thought it was a
Oh,
different
looks
gun.
so cool. I finally get to see it.
Precision,
Of course it did.
Precision gnomish engineering.
Good old car 98s.
I'm not allowed to teach gobbledygook how to craft
Sera's
guns.
inventory.
Brother, we must use the blitzkrieg.
Oh my god.
She has so much stuff in her inventory. What?
Schlachtbrute.
Looks at
They got
inventory.
6 torches. Torches?
Torch.
Yeah, I had
Torch.
those from Ardent Awakening.
The Pokemon?
Torchic?
The Pokemon? What?
You just have the
Torchic,
whole
the Pokemon.
Pokemon in your inventory.
Making sure everything's alphabetized. What I do
yes,
when we
yes.
have when I'm waiting.
All right.
Could she have returned the book on First Humans to Eludum when they were on Dragonstar? She's a proper librarian user.
How about she just
Sure.
steals them? Oh, okay.
Good. I can't wait to find out what she learned in that. Dead stare.
The laughs, pisses, and shits. All right.
The book was empty.
Look at that staff.
There are 52, 53. Okay. Let's see which ones again. 22, 21,
Damn.
17.
Oh,
Lol.
yeah, what's he gonna do now?
Fate wants us to do 17, guys.
Deletes it. That 17 never happened.
Damn, it wants us to do
There we
fucking
go.
17 and 22.
God damn it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh boy. All right. Let's do this.
What do we
We're
have
doing
here?
it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Go crazy. Oh baby. Oh, baby, baby.
Right. I finished my peppermint tea.
Peppermint tea.
Peppermint
Yes.
tea. Wow.
I hardly know her.
Tyr? I hardly know her. Okay.
Here.
Whatever happened to Tyr?
Oh yeah, what happened to that dude?
What happened to that campaign?
Maybe that's one of our side quests.
Maybe it's one of the side quests. Wow.
He's gobbledygook.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Tia reincarnated as a gnome. That's my headcanon now.
Look, we still have Storm.
Your hat
What?
cannon?
Oh,
Yes.
the karmic lust?
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to the one that Effie also gave Maelie.
She gave that up. To
I know.
clowns, I believe.
I know. Just like the 45,000 gold piece of armor that she gave to Luka is now gone.
Yeah, look at all these people who don't appreciate Effie's presence.
I know. Sounds like my last relationship.
Of lore.
Effie kind of pokes Sera in like the small of her back.
She'll wiggle at her.
How do you do that all the way from there?
She's
long arm.
poking.
Oh, I can't
also
tell where you
thinking-
are since I'm looking at her vials of blood.
Hey. I think you look really good today. If you wanted to like do your gold thing, I think you're gonna make a lot of money for the stock
She'll
market.
use her human hands and just like prop up her own tits. What do you think?
Effie summons her mage hand and also uses them to prop up her own tits.
And from the Telt sector?
He's busy.
Don't you have a mage hand?
She'll whip out a third hand. She'll use it to like hold the dress up even higher on her hip.
See? There you go. It's popping.
You think he'd buy? She'll study
I
him.
don't think he doesn't look like he buys very much, you know?
Only seems like he sells.
I guess we'll find out. We'll take a gander down to the meat market.
I wonder if I can eat anyone.
My
With that, so
God.
Irha had walked up to Luka and put his hand on Luka's shoulder, but after you say that, he just looks up at Sera with a sigh.
She'll smile at her hero.
Who helped her eat a man?
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't get the sense this is the same Irha you've come to know.
She'll smile
at
on
you.
wider.
He looks away.
Oh. She'll look back at Effie. Is my smile intimidating? She gives the same wide smile.
Not to me. It just makes me kind of hot. You know, what does that mouth do? You know?
She'll let out her devil's
Really,
tongue, which is now
guys,
longer
here.
than usual.
Oh my God, Sera! You're gonna be the most popular girl tentacle lady at the meat market.
What color do you think her tongue should be? What color should we make it?
Make it like
Starts
Gene
rubbing
Simmons.
his temples.
I've always thought it was kind of like My Little Pony colors, like orange or maybe green.
I think we should do, yeah, because those are the color of her tentacles, I think. We'll make it the same color as her tentacles.
It's green.
It's a little forked tongue. Too long.
Hey, bring that back over here. Is she poking it out?
Yeah, just dangling there in the wind.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my
She
God.
kind of just playfully, you know how like sometimes girls go up to each other and like playfully slap each other's tits?
Yeah, I know how they do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or is that just a me thing?
Yeah, fellow ladies. Anybody else do that?
I mean, I have girlfriends that like to grab my boobs. So
What?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
What kind
Yeah.
of friends do you guys have?
Yeah.
Really good ones, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, they just go up and kind of like slap tits softly, you know?
Yeah, it was always
Slap.
on Tuesdays.
Tits.
Do you walk up to your friend and just play them like bongos? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
No, it's
Like
kind of like
bongos.
one on each side, and you go like
Just
like
play
Megan
like
Newton's
bongos.
ladder.
Yeah, you never heard that song? Megan Thee Stallion. Nicki Minaj.
My bongo.
No, it's not Nicki Minaj. It's Cardi
Alright.
B.
Here we go.
Oh.
Aw.
All right, fine. Let's be serious. Put her tongue back in her mouth.
All right, there are 6 cards that float before him, each one representing a different fate. So I can tell you the name of them, a small expectation of what can happen, and what your reward will be.
Sick. I'm ready.
All right.
Are
Fuck,
any of
rolling
them
up my
on
sleeves.
band?
What?
Nothing.
Fate's possible. 1. Let's go.
Number 1 is, or I guess number 22, but Terror in the Peaks.
Okay. I know, it's really fitting. Keep going. I'm staying serious. Keep going. Stay on quest.
Okay. Terror in the Peaks is to seek a great evil in the mountains that have been devouring those that travel through them. Upon the slaying of this creature, you shall be awarded artifact weapons.
Oh.
Artifact weapons. That's sick. What about old Sera, who already has one?
What about it?
Do I get a second artifact weapon?
You don't know what the weapons will be. The reward is the party will receive artifact weapons.
So maybe she could combine it with her staff. Okay. Cool.
It's gonna be 6 daggers.
Okay, keep going. Number 2.
Next is Broken Sunlight. This takes place in an ethereal realm, a lost dream. Upon the repairing of said dream, you shall be rewarded with a character transformation, should you choose it.
Oh.
What does transformation entail? Like a whole character rebuild?
Like what happened to you.
Oh, okay.
The next is the Pale Mirror. In this fate, you shall face off against a powerful vampire. Upon its defeat, you shall be granted a new class.
Oh. What?
Where does that one take place?
That is not revealed.
Okay.
The next one is Ventil's Rest, spelt Ventil. Ventil's Rest. Explore a lost city and discover a vestige from the past. Your reward is forbidden knowledge.
Hey, yo, forbidden knowledge, though.
Next is the Screaming Sky. This fate is to survive a horde encounter.
Yes!
Ooh.
Its reward are hidden feats and a title.
Capital T title?
Yes.
Is it better than Giga Captain?
No, this,
Capital T title that follows you outside of games?
yeah, it's a player title.
I want to be a Giga Captain IRL.
Alright, and then the final one is Ashen Memory. Complete the Trial of the Elves, AEL. The reward is a new class.
Cool.
There you go. There are your 6 fates. Your ticket allows you to choose one.
Question 1, do y'all want to do these?
Well, I think there's other questions to be asked first, like, If we choose one, when do we have to accomplish it?
Yeah.
Is it something like the Spiritorium where we can just keep it around and do it at our leisure?
So-
or is it
so
something that's got to be done
So
immediately?
when you take one of them, you just have it. What it does is the card summons a portal, you walk through it, you complete the fate.
Okay, so it's like the Spiritorium, and we can just...
You can do it at any time you
okay.
want.
Anytime.
Do we portal back to where we were?
Yes.
Okay. One-way trip to Corvinus, and then we're just stuck there.
Well,
Another...
presuming that you survive the fate, of course. But
That's
Okay.
the other question. Do these
that's
have
a given.
a danger meter, like how hard they're going to be to accomplish?
no. But they are not equal.
But we don't get to know which ones might be better
No.
or worse than the others. Okay. Those are my questions. Anybody else have questions?
Yes. So these are like party fates, right? So it's like
Or
a
is it
fate
single
for the whole
person?
party, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like the rewards go to all of us, not just Luka.
Oh, I wouldn't imagine
Or
it does,
Maelie,
but-
sorry, Maelie. I forgot who had the ticket for a second.
No worries.
To be clear,
Um,
it's a reward for everyone, but the reward may not be applicable to everyone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
artifact weapons.
Or the
6
class.
daggers.
I mean, you might not be interested in the class, but the point is that it's still a reward you get.
Are there any like unique classes
Yes,
that we could pick? Okay,
that's what these are. They're unique classes.
got ya. So it's not just like paladin.
No.
Does it apply just to our party, or if we unlock it, does it unlock it for the whole world?
It would unlock it for those that are sharing the same. It would, but nobody else could use it because every other game's in Corvinus.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Those were cool.
Hmm.
If there was another Astral party, yeah, they get to use it. But
Can I tell you guys where my head's at?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure.
I really like either Broken Sunlight, which is like the character transformation stuff,
Mhm.
or the rest one, Ventail, I think is
Ventil.
what it was.
Ventil's Rest.
Ventil, thank you.
Ventil's Rest. I like
Um,
Ventil's Rest too.
which is Forbidden Knowledge, and then I also like Screaming Skies, which is the hidden feats and titles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board
My-
with any
my-
of them. The one I'm
Yeah.
most interested in is the title, because that's follows you as a player. It doesn't matter about your character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hunch is that Screaming Sky is gonna be probably one of the hardest or the hardest one because the title is so impactful.
You're waving a red flag in front of a bull.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
just stating facts, okay? I'm just stating my thoughts.
Looking at
I'm
the
not
track
saying we
record of how
shouldn't
we
do it.
do with multiple enemies.
Yeah. The last horde battle we had did not go well.
No.
No, it did not.
If Effie couldn't summon that tram, guys, we would have TPK.
In spades.
Right. So, as cool as it sounds for a feat in a title, which was kind of like on my list, but it was lower on my list because
Yeah.
hordes, we don't do very well against multiple enemies. We're far better as a team going up against one big thing. Personally. So for me, I really like Broken Sunlight, because I think that just sounds cool. Being in a dream, repairing a dream. Character transformation is a bonus. Meh. Pale Mirror also sounded neat, the vampire
Yeah,
one.
that sounds cool too.
Those were like my top two, probably.
Y'all want to turn into a group of vampires?
Imagine.
Yeah.
I just turned into Twilight.
I mean, there are worse fates, I suppose.
Oh my god.
So,
I really
here.
do like Ventil's Rest too. That one speaks to me quite a bit. But hilariously, Screaming Sky is also kind of like, oh, but what is that
Yes!
title? What is that title, though? I kind of want to know.
I don't know. Maybe you could instantly roll a nat 20 whenever you go down.
I also am
Ooh.
like, I'm also like, we don't really have very many like unique feats.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Because it's just base 5e. So I think that the hidden feats might be good for us because most of us have either base 5e or just ASIs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we?
for me specifically, I mean, you can always catch me with a good dream mission. I mean, last time we entered the dream, I turned into main character moments, so I wouldn't complain about that. But I think I'm like my two most liked ones are either I think I have 3, Lamar. And in order of impactfulness, I think it would be Ashen Memory. Then what I like more is Broken Sunlight and then Screaming Sky.
Should we do our top 2 or top 3 in chat and then we'll just narrow it down?
I would say top 2.
Top 2? Okay.
Yeah. But let's do Discord because I'm not in Foundry.
Me
Okay.
either. I haven't been in this whole time.
Should we go in notes or in general?
General.
Okay.
Wow.
General? Okay.
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 Start
The
typing
top-
and then we'll have Arcadum.
I'll be right there. I'm in my kitchen getting a salad.
Delicious salad.
I hunger. Although y'all know what my votes are, so I don't even know if it's...
Man, I would
Well,
love a
it-
salad right now.
Just see it and calculate.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, I'm
type
coming.
it. I'll type it. Oh, okay, she's got it. All right.
I'm coming up the stairs. Going up the stairs cutely.
Run! Run!
How do
I'm
you
gonna
know
go
what
with
this
my salad.
is cutely?
Please trip.
You gotta stick your
Oh.
butt out when you go up there. Why do you want me to trip, Rainzz?
Wait,
Ma'am.
Because it's
hold
funny.
on. Why aren't you just
Oh,
Because he has Schadenfreude.
Exactly. I just told you about the joy of people suffering.
She missed the lesson. You can't.
I want a divorce.
ready?
Well, that lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, 3,
Everybody
2,
ready?
1, enter.
We're missing like 2 people.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yep.
Let me come up from notes. There we go.
Oh yeah, Astra is not here.
oh.
Well,
yeah.
Crow, I think Crow can decide on behalf.
Nah. I'm gonna let you guys have at it.
Because it's not in here, so I just wanted to say it. For Terra in the Peaks, I am quite keen on y'all getting artifact weapons. Just because I've had that staff the whole time. It's so fucking strong. That's the only reason I put that one in there.
My thing is like it's such a gamba, right? Because we don't know like if everybody's gonna be able to use the weapons.
Mhm.
Like
Even
I'm,
if we get 1 to 2 artifact weapons for y'all that you want to use, that's a huge power upgrade. The rest of these are too. That's just why I put it in there.
Oh,
Do your artifact weapons-
peaks again?
Does it count as a digital weapon?
It could.
Or-
It depends on the type that drops. Like mine's
Yeah.
actually a Taladonic one.
it's
rolled.
randomly rolled.
Oh, randomly rolled. Okay.
The charts for artifacts are augmented to the class, but it's still rolled.
2 mental rest.
oh, you have to put
3.
in 2.
It
Oh, no. I
it
was
looks like,
counting how many.
It looks like we got
3 for screaming.
3 for screaming.
And then 3 for broken sunlight.
All right.
Which one was that?
Right, broken?
Broken
Oh, the
Sky
character
is
transformation.
the dream one with the character transformation, and Screaming Sky is the
okay.
horde and the feat and title. And honestly, I'm scared of the horde.
The thing is, why I'm second
Jesse,
guessing Broken
courage.
Sunlight is who would do a character transformation.
Yep.
Oh, Astra,
Well,
did you have
a lot of us.
Did you have a second one you wanted to?
Yeah.
Gotta pick two.
What? Oh no, I don't.
Oh yes.
What do you think
Pro
Astra
is
would
making
pick?
decision. Yeah, what would you think?
Let's
Astra
go,
would pick?
Pro. Make decisions.
Well, it wouldn't be the transformation one because the feats are more like thinking. I'm not good with strategy. Okay, I'm just here as a little guy.
Yeah,
The
feats would
one
probably
with
take
the
over your
feats.
Dragon Rider stuff, so I don't know
But-
if that would really be applicable.
I'm trying to weigh this as in what's more useful to everyone than like what would be most useful to like myself as a player. Or if Astra was, like if Astra had to do choosing, I don't know. I'd have to choose the one that's with the feats, but I also don't want to mess with no hordes. But transformation just does not seem like useful in a way to me.
There's always forbidden knowledge.
I do like forbidden knowledge. Which one was that?
Vental.
Ventel's Rest.
Or a new
Alright.
class, which isn't. It might not necessarily affect any Dragon Rider stuff. It would just be no paladin. It could be a better paladin. I don't
It
know.
could be a better paladin. I don't know.
Like a subclass.
Yeah.
But same with the character transformation. Like it seems like for Sera, it's just prestige class stuff, and nobody else here really has a prestige class besides Maelie.
It seems really unlikely it would further her on the Babylon path. To me, that's probably something that just you go a whole different direction.
Yeah, but I'm
And-
talking about for like the rest of the party. Like there's only 2 people here with prestige classes.
Oh, it's so hard because if you get forbidden knowledge, it could either like when you get forbidden knowledge in parties, it can either be a great boon or a great like
Detriment.
detriment.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But it's
That would make it a 3v3 if you chose Vental, it would put us on a tie for Broken, Screaming, and Vental. If you chose something else.
Hey, that's 3.
And-
That's 3 you can
Yeah,
choose
and then
from
we would-
next.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The new selections are between Broken Sunlight, Screaming Sky, and Vental's Rest.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Broken Sunlight, Screaming Sky, and Vental's Rest.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Oh, what?
One.
Oh god.
I'm
Oh
ready.
no.
Arcadum, you always make this choice so easy for me. You're like, here's a really hard combat that you get cool stuff for, and then here's everything else.
I'm having a hard time keeping them separated. Like which one gives what? Besides Vental's Rest is the knowledge.
Sunlight is the character transformation. Sky is the horde with all the feats and the titles.
Oh
And
god.
the rest is the knowledge and the Lost City.
Oh no. I
Lost
keep
cities are
flip-flopping.
cool.
Okay. I picked.
I picked.
I'm so scared.
I picked.
All right. Have you picked Essie?
Oh yeah.
Have you picked Astra?
Hold my
I'm
hand,
typing
Essie.
it. Their
It'll be
keyboard
fine.
is so small. I don't like their keyboard.
There's my hand.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Enter. Yes.
We're done.
Yes. It's another tie. All right.
Go
All
ahead.
right, we're gonna do this instead. Hold on, I'm gonna mix this up. Of those 3, choose the one you don't want to do.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm
Yep.
ready.
Same.
Me too.
Okay, 3, Oh,
I don't think you can answer this, Arcadum. I'm going to ask it. The character transformation, that's into, like, for Sera, it's not going to be devil related, right? It's essentially a reset.
I can't answer.
Okay. I'm going off of that assumption, which is
Okay.
why I'm going to vote against it.
3,
Spoilers.
2, 1,
Right?
enter.
Oh.
Looks like Broken Sunlight is the one you do not want to play. Good. Gone. Get it out. Piece of shit.
Oh.
Alright, now you have to choose between Screaming Sky and Vental's Rest.
And
So
this
now-
is the one we want to do, right?
Correct. Choose the one
Yes.
you want to do.
Does it really have a U in it?
No, I
No.
No.
don't know how to type.
Okay, sorry.
You tell him, Essie.
I'm sorry.
I'm ready.
Diabetes.
I'm ready.
Not Venus.
3, 2, 1, enter.
The U in Vental's Rest stands for useless.
Looks like Vental's Rest has been chosen.
Damn.
Wow.
Hey, yo.
Maybe
Okay.
next time, Rainzz.
So, Maelie will take the card that has Vental's Rest out of, I don't know, are they still floating around?
Good. You take the card.
Okay.
Something happens.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
oh no.
Oh God.
We get teleported there
As you
immediately.
take the card, it transforms from a card into a prism,
Oh.
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 and Telt
Okay.
Sector will nod. It seems that you have chosen one of the fates of the 7. That, my dear friends, is 7 years content. That you have chosen.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, baby. Couple
Yeah.
of things I gotta go over. If you participate in Vental's Rest,
Y'all didn't want hard combat.
Shush.
if you
Hush right now.
Who says this is combat?
Yeah, it could just be
Yeah.
exploration.
What a-
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
digging. We're just digging.
what I was about
Yeah.
to say was, if you participate in this, you will be subject to the perils that the 7 faced in 7 years and 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy, right? Just digging.
That doesn't sound like combat at all.
No. Perils just means you're gonna die to a cliff, or water.
Fine.
A very strong gust of wind.
Yeah.
Just in retrospect, just imagine that screaming was actually the second hardest, and we chose the hardest. That's just what I want to think right now.
What if Screaming Sky was a horde fight for, like, level 1 characters? It's just a
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of like level 1 goblins and we could have done it really.
Maybe it's from, like, what was that game? Into the Breach, where they died every time at, like, level 2? Maybe it was
Yeah,
that
what,
one.
yeah. What if the
tragic.
what if the title was like you have a 20% chance to gain poison resistance on your next character?
I'm already poison immune. I'd be so sad.
Exactly.
Yeah, I kind of feel like my rogues do something against that too. I'm not immune, but I'm not.
Exactly.
Cool
Your playability
stuff.
is to give your character poison resistance, but
well,
only for
actually, I am
20%.
All right, so now I can go back out of character here for a second here.
Yeah.
So Telt Sector is a merchant. He trades in fate. So if you want to select more fates for the chance at more unique rewards, then you need to trade him either harlequin coinage, such as a ticket or coins, or you need to trade him story rewards from your previous triumphs.
Oh, interesting.
To
Hey,
be
you
clear,
could
this
give
is
him the Lost
to
Stone.
be clear, this is not randomized. Okay, let me give you some designations. This is not like randomized loot or something like that. This is a story item or other representation. For example, the Lost Stone would be an example of a story item that was recovered by your adventures, right?
What about the Emperor's Embrace?
The Emperor's Embrace is not one of those things.
What about the flute? Luka's flute.
The flute would be one of those things.
Oh.
So on and so forth.
Okay.
Fuck Kaoton, he's gone.
I still have the flute. I just don't know what to do with it right now.
Yeah, just give it to him. Jeez.
I mean, what would I trade? Okay.
Anyway,
What if I give him? What if? Yeah. What
Okay,
if? What
Okay,
if I
sorry.
give him my gnome race and return back to human again?
Is that something you want to do?
I go
D6
gnome
again.
human. I go full circle.
well, to be clear, you don't. It's not an item that you trade every time. You can trade another story reward, like for example, Sera could choose to trade her devilish transformation. You can choose to trade your gnomish heritage and return to human form.
God damn.
Wow. Oh.
Remember, he trades in fate. That's what he trades.
Holy shit.
He
Telt
used
sector.
he used to trade in experience points, but I don't use that anymore.
Interesting.
He will turn and look at Effie.
She nods, seeing that he has acknowledged her. Can you tell me a little bit about this red pantheon? I've, from Calcatesh, I know of most of them. I have not heard very much about the red.
What is it that you wish to know?
I'm assuming there's, gods or goddesses within there. Can you tell me about them?
The Red Pantheon consists of the Astral Traveler and her 6 handmaidens. They are Rentos, Hates, Delos, Versa, Kasaka, and Jasa. Each of them
What do
represent
each of them?
Each of them represent a different aspect of astral space. Each of her handmaidens, a petal upon the flower of which she stands at the center, the red star of Anareth.
Can Effie bring up the star chart within her Google Lens?
Why did you have to call it a Google Lens?
I don't know. I don't know how else her visor, her I don't know.
Anyway,
Vegeta?
yes, you bring up your fucking you bring up the fucking star map. And the start of Anareth is, in fact, a place you can go. In fact, astral travelers use the Star of Anareth as their version of the North Star. So that way you always know where you are.
Can she make a mental note of that?
Sure. I mean, it's programmed into every angel. It's yes, you can make a mental note of that, as there is notes literally on the screen telling you that. Yes.
As the Giga Captain, I think that's important.
Good call.
To know. Yep.
Can I remember that?
May I ask you guys for some assistance? If it's not too much.
What's up, baby?
Okay.
Is this in character or out?
Not out of character.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm going through a little bit of what the beginning parts was, talking about.
Should you be a harlequin or not?
Oh, it's more of I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding it right now. There's nothing that I'm misunderstanding. So, wait, hold on. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding what's being put in front of me. So essentially, a harlequin is an aspect that is separated from fate, but also a part of fate. Or the quote-unquote fate. And they don't influence or they do influence by their actions? Because what Sera said kind of confused me a little bit. So what I'm trying to understand is, like, being a harlequin, is it...
Being a harlequin means that you are in service to the Red Pantheon and fate. That means you give up your own ability to change your fate. You become empty. You become nameless. You become no one, right?
Okay.
And by the aspect of doing that, you are able to change other people's fates in terms of enforcing them.
Okay.
See, it isn't that you... Like, if it's Maelie's fate to die in a combat, you would ensure that she dies. You would not save her. You see what I mean? That's the difference. But you would be able to see it.
I would be able to see that happens. Okay. I see. So would that change me from a cleric, or would I be something else?
I can't answer that.
Oh, okay. That was my next question.
If you put on the mask, you put on the mask, and then whatever happens,
Put on
happens.
the mask. Okay.
The mask!
The way it's been kind of sort of hinted at before is, yes, it changes.
Yeah, I was thinking it does change, but the next question I wasn't sure if I already asked that question is, what is a harlequin? Exactly, like, is it just a being that exists, or is it just it's a servant of the Red. So are they just like an agent, just kind of going around doing things? But then again, so that's what I have that question of, and trying to make sure I'm understanding this, of like what is being in front of me. Okay, I see now. I understand. Sorry, was there more that Maelie? Oh, sorry.
Question? Can I ask Telta Sector a question, or did someone else have something?
You go right ahead, champ.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite done with my roleplay, but that's okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Sorry.
Effie.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's not important.
It is. What's up?
What is the point? Good.
What do you want to know?
So these handmaidens to the Astral Traveler, do they stay on the Red Star?
They travel as their needs are required. Each one of them is given dominion over each of the nebulae, the petals upon the flower. They each of them safeguard and serve on behest of the Astral Traveler. The Astral Sea is vast, far vaster than most can even realize. It takes quite a bit of work.
What is the main thing that they protect against?
They safeguard against entities that would invade our space, he says in a more grandiose meaning. But they are also goddesses, representative of different aspects of creation, as all pantheons represent. Of them, Jasa represents hardship and struggle. Kasaka represents history and the old things. Verza represents ambition, unchecked, and the fire of desire within. Delos represents strength, might that would overwhelm those that stand with the weak. She represents evolution. Hates is a goddess that focuses on twisting your own fate to your whim, of making do with what you have. Rentos is the spirit of exploration, going where no one has gone before, and seeking the hidden things. And the Astral Traveler is the one that binds each of them into the center. She is the guardian of the Astral Sea, and that its sailors may be protected by her guiding star.
Sera will clear her throat at the Guardian of the Astral Sea. Did she have any opinions of an entity tearing a bunch of holes in it recently?
I presume as such.
She'll just outright ask, "What do you know of folly?"
I know that fate is not mine to interfere with.
She'll purse her lips, look back at Effie.
So I'm assuming most people choose one goddess to worship, support, or do they support the astral traveler and just pray to each goddess as they need?
Serving one of the 6 handmaidens is also serving the astral traveler herself.
She nods. Thank you. This was helpful.
He will give a small nod, and then we'll turn to the others.
Can I ask my question?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Is that well?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Irha is going to brandish a familiar item and ask, "What does this signify?" And it is the crown of thorns.
A fate denied. Lost to the vestiges of choice and time.
He's going to nod and thank the man.
He looks at the others.
Anyone else have any questions?
What is your relation to the Matron of Fate?
The Matron of Fate is simply the handmaiden that serves within the realm of your world. Or Verum, I suppose.
And does she support the goddesses of the Red Pantheon?
Yes. Although her service is different. More focused. The Red Pantheon
nods.
focuses more upon the world, the essence, the ground, the wind, the weather. Whereas the Matron is more so about the red ties that link each person from their movements and choices.
So when you're talking to Luka about removing themselves from the tapestry, how does that affect the Matron of Fate?
It doesn't, because Luka would be removed from the Tapestry of Fate.
But isn't that something that she's there to protect?
Yes. But there are limits to her jurisdiction. Her hand does not reach outside of Verum.
So then what happens when we are outside of Verum?
Then you fall to the purview of the Red Pantheon and the harlequins therein.
Effie frowns a little bit.
What's that frown for?
You know, Luka, that I serve the Grey Pantheon.
Hmm.
The Matron of Fate, it was within that pantheon. You know, I prayed to her when we were traveling through the stars about the fateless on Conflux. And she recognized that. She recognized my prayer. She knew something was wrong. Even though this is outside of her jurisdiction. I'm sure as soon as we get back into Verum territory, she's going to know. Or I'm going to have to tell her. That's why I'm frowning, Luka.
He looks back at the mask. He picks it up. Throughout most of that time when they're discussing, he's been contemplating the questions that he asked and how he truly feels. And the realization that a lot of the things that he cares about are attached to that world in Verum. But they're not there anymore. They're outside of that. So, I'm honestly having a hard moment. I kind of want to just gamba and see what happens.
Gamba!
Like, I'm honestly really curious. The curious part of me. And that part that is within Luka as well.
If we do the quest, would we teleport back here? So like if we did the quest first and then came back and give you time to mull it over?
I don't think we're planning to do the quest anytime soon.
I'm down to do it right now.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know the timeline. Was
To
there
answer-
a timeline?
To answer your question, it doesn't matter where you do it. You'll return to where you went inside.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we did it from our ship, we'd go back to the ship and so
Yeah.
on and so forth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Spiritorium. It just happened.
You just do it whatever you want. In a practical sense, that adventure will probably take 2 to 4 sessions to finish.
2 to 4? Okay. Almost a month.
Yeah, probably 5 if you drag your feet, but...
Knowing us 5.
Are we counting combat?
Knowing
Let's make
us
it
6.
7.
At that point, just take it like the next 6 months.
It's gonna take a month or 2, you know.
Warden's coming in.
If possible, Luka would put the mask on to look at Telta Sector.
Yes, commit!
Oh gosh.
So you're putting it on?
Yep.
Yo!
Look at him.
No.
God.
You misunderstand. Are you walking the path of the harlequin or not?
Yes.
Yeah!
Hey.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Wait, Roxa.
Yeah.
No, let her make it.
No,
Let her
no.
make the decision.
Think about it in character. It's literally what Luka said, though, at the start of this. Luka does not want to be dictated by fate, and if he puts this mask on, as it was stated, he will have to enforce fate. He will have to enforce a god's choice in fate.
It's... Okay. The thing that makes me kind of like, okay, if it's the god's fate to do it, what would stop him from, like, informing people of, like, this is
Yes!
what
A
could happen?
fallen harlequin! Oh!
Like, I'm thinking of if he, for example, if Irha, we were going to go to Ventral's rest, and he was destined to probably perish there. Maybe, possibility, he could inform him of, if we go this route, you will surely die. So, it's almost like in a sense of preparation, like preparation for something that could be eventual. But if there's nothing he could do about it, whether that is like no matter how many heals or buffs he gives him, and he is destined to perish, then the best he can do is try to give him informed information about it and probably find other avenues that would best help that situation.
But that could end up getting you killed in the... Like, to avoid fate and to know fate, tie you to it so drastically that to deny fate of its hand could end in your death, or worse. Because you are supposed to enforce fate.
Yeah, the enforcing part. I feel like the last time we talked about the masks, when we were picking them, like back at the Carnival, right, on Dragonstar. It, to me, the way it sounded way back then was, if you knew something was going to happen, if you saw someone else trying to prevent it, you would be in charge of stopping them so that it could still happen. So, in your example, if you knew someone was going to die and then you knew that someone would want to save said dying person, it would be your job to stop that person from saving them because they need to die.
What if
Well,
I
that's
didn't,
what-
though?
Yeah, exactly. That's what
What
Rox
if I
is saying.
didn't, though?
And risk
Let's go,
getting, like...
Roxa!
Yeah, risk
Don't
getting
listen to
summoned
them,
by a
Tyler.
god? Roxa, no, we've been through this before. Like,
I mean, Roxa already got smited by a god and nothing happened. So.
That's true! That's
I
true!
mean, I'm kind of
That's
like,
right.
oh,
No negative.
whoops.
No negatives by being
Never
smited by a
punished.
god. Never punished.
because Owen was there to talk his brother to not being so crazy. Like, I think you forget the
And
mercy
the
he
other-
received was from a god, because the
Yeah.
other god was merciless.
They
Yeah,
might be a
you
god
know-
every time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fine with it if you want to make it a character decision. Go for it. Like, if that's what you want to do, you should do it. Just
It's your
be prepared
character.
that if you're asked to step in when you don't want to step in, be prepared for that, since that seems to be how it would work.
Because you might even not be able to control your own actions. Like, if Luka
If I'm
really
being
values the
puppeted?
control of his life. We don't know. Like, you could technically be, because you lose your sense of self.
Aren't
I
we
mean, this
all
is all
puppets in
just-
the end?
Right.
Aren't we
I mean,
all?
this is all just speculation.
Yeah.
You know, you have to make a decision based off of your character, Roxa. Like, everything else is
That's-
speculation.
Uh-huh.
Like, at this point, that's kind of like, I'm using the information that is granted to the potential advantage. And
But everything's a gambo.
everything is. So it's just kind of like, why not? And see what happens, But at the same time, it's just like, I think this would be quite useful at the same time. Like, yes, he would be, like, tied to somebody or someone in the red, maybe, from how it sounds. But it's also just, manipulating the information, finding that loophole. That's how I see it. But yeah, no regrets.
Let's go, baby! You've been looking for something to commit this whole time.
All right. It sounds as if you were committing. Final confirmation.
Committing.
So be it.
Maybe we'll take a respectful step back.
As Luka puts on the mask, he will disappear.
Oh shit!
Your watches.
Delta Sector will nod and will look to the rest of you. Do you have any more business before me?
No?
Nope.
You're catalog all of her shit. Does she have anything to offer him, story item wise?
Yeah, you got lots of stuff.
Ica.
What do I have? Could you list it for me? Like, I know the staff and I know the tentacles. I don't know anything else.
There's your devilish transformation. There's obviously Ica. There is. Do you still have the keeper's staff? Or was that the base
No.
you used? Okay.
No, that was something else.
Let's
Someone else
see.
has it.
There is.
I've got the keeper's diary.
No, that wouldn't count.
I have the Taladonic
Oh,
scroll for Greygrum.
There's knowledge of Keeper's Bolt. That was a quest.
Oh.
That was a story reward. So you can give that up.
Oh God, the keepers. Oh God, my brain
Sure.
memories.
Sure. What else I got though? Let me make a list here.
The Taladonic Scroll from Greygrim was one. Yeah.
Okay. And that was the portal coordinates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
I think it's just those two.
Okay.
In addition to
So-
the other things, which is like Ica and your
Oh, yeah,
transformation.
Yeah, the major shit. I'm not gonna do that. I want to do Keeper's Bolt.
All right. Let me roll
What do
for
I
a,
get?
let me roll for a new card.
Cool.
Ooh.
Do I just delete that from my spellbook?
Hod, look at all your spells. It looks like my cleric list.
53 equal 53.
Ooh.
I never would have guessed.
There we go.
Man, I would have laughed if that would have been a 17 again.
I know.
Oh, your wisdom, honey. What's going on there?
Girl, I ain't wise. I'm just a power hungry wizard. Do I just delete the spell, Arcadum?
Yeah.
I'm on a grand old tie looking at her sheet.
Done.
Hey, it's raining outside. If I would be Arcadum right now, my
It's
internet would go to
raining
shit.
men. Hallelujah.
That's gonna happen at the meat market.
And not just money.
Giggle?
Giggle?
I just heard a giggle. That's all.
Yeah. It's just a faint giggle in the distance.
I don't like that these mosquitoes are trying to get in my room. Look, they're just buzzing out there. I can see them.
I wonder, Arcadum, is my bloodstained leather
Oh, the
a
letter!
story item?
Forgot about that.
Okay, so what you got here is so you have all the same options minus the one that you guys have already taken, and with an additional fate called the Blackfire Estate.
Okay, Blackfire Estate.
Explore the home of a powerful lich. The reward for this is artifact spells.
Ooh la la. She'll take that.
Ooh. Snatches it right up.
She'll give him a genuine smile. You're very interesting. Thank you.
Is that your
Does anybody else have any business before me?
Question. Is my bloodstained leather a story item?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Then I would offer that up.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys. Since I
Seino.
can't say AFK.
Seino has left his old self behind. Or his, like, a little bit younger I don't even know how to. His human self.
I'm back. I got these sick, nasty grapes. Really sweet.
Hello? Hello?
Oh,
Hi.
sorry. I was like, it's so quiet.
Alright.
I was so confused.
Alright. Seino. The fate
Yes.
that is revealed to you is... Sojourn to the Fading Thread.
The faded black?
Faded Thread.
Oh, thread.
Fading Thread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Visit the realm of a dark god.
Oh no.
Your reward is Mahameh, Mahameh,
Oh
Mahameh.
no, not him! Not him! I swear to God.
Your reward is just maddening laughter.
What?
Oh.
You're gonna have a fun time with that one. I
Oh
promise
my
you.
god.
Promise you.
We're gonna have a fun time with them.
So, that's been added to the list of all the other ones. Which one would you like to choose, Seino?
For information, in the notes, I just put in reward Mahameh in parentheses suffer.
Yeah.
So wait, so I can choose from that one and all the other ones we had beforehand, right?
Yes, that have not been chosen.
Sick. I take Broken Sunlight.
Okay.
I will not fuck with a lock and eye.
Guess I couldn't convince him.
Hey, I wonder why.
Your track record is evil, dude.
I would like my hands the right side, okay?
Oh, you don't want to have backwards hands?
No thanks. I think holding
That'd
in
be really
great axe
cool.
with that would be kinda weird.
Arcadum, speaking of backwards hands,
Yeah.
Your grip strength.
I got this
Grippers?
parchment from I think it was Roxafellah
Yes.
on Conflux.
Yeah.
Is that a story item?
Yep.
Story? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fuck it, give it up.
Okay.
Hey, Effie, take Sojourn to Faded Thread. I heard that's a good one.
Soldier Boy?
Sojourn, oh.
Now watch me. Oh!
They watch me.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me Mahamah.
What's the name of this? Storm? I'm gonna write it down. What's the name of this? Are you
What?
swapping?
It was called Strange Parchment.
Strange parchment.
Yeah.
Or okay. Ready.
Yeah,
Wow.
Lolly. Play.
I've rolled the age that I'm turning in 4 days.
Yeah, like
God,
I think you keep at the notes. I think I misspelled like 5 words.
I really enjoyed watching you type it out, though. It was really cute. Maybe I don't want to get divorced after all.
Hey, I tried. I bet I misspelled soldier.
Soldier boy.
Sometimes I'm not in notes because secretly I think Lolly's judging my écriture when I write.
That's me. Very judgmental.
Judgmental indeed.
Nah, it's just because I'm so bad at writing and I can't keep up.
Which one did you take, Rainzz?
Broken Sunlight. The one
The
in
one
the
you
dream.
voted against?
Yes.
Can you type that in general, I guess?
It's in the Google Docs if you have that open.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's.
They're bolded and the text has been changed to light blue.
Thank you.
Are we getting organized? Ooh.
Girl, it's impossible to be disorganized when I'm around.
God.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
For you, Effie, the option that is added is Apex of Mana.
Ooh.
Discover a lost Teledonic laboratory.
Oh.
The reward is a complete, empowered party rebuild.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus.
I don't think there's anybody in this party that actually likes the Taladani, so I might pass on that.
Looks at
And
you,
that is called sarcasm.
I don't know. I think like I don't think Sera would actually like that at all.
What is a rebuild? Is like reroll, right?
An empowered rebuild, which means that you will have more options, higher stats, and more abilities.
Oh.
So I just abandoned the character I've spent 2.5 years on? No thanks.
You're really hung up on that.
I really am.
No, it's like you just get to rebuild it
I mean,
even more
you
powerfully.
You don't have to do it, though. The rebuild isn't forced.
Just options.
I'm probably gonna take that one just because nobody here is as powerful as Sera, and that might be helpful for our party. I reach out and I pick 19.
You literally live in a digital
Okay.
space. We have a dragon rider.
Wah! No one's as
We
powerful.
have Maelie with a whole new set of skills we don't know about.
Yeah,
Just-
also,
yeah.
I'd like to have those actually written out so I can put them on my character.
We have Seino who shits out 200 damage in one turn.
Yeah, but if he could be even more powerful, I want him to be more powerful.
Oh, but that is just Sera's not the most powerful.
What if we were allowed to make him do 500?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but for that I return to human. And then I take mine and return back to gnome. Haha! My
It's
plan
also
worked
like-
all along.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to rebuild my character here in about 30 minutes as soon as we get done with Telt Sector. So, so
You're taking
know,
Apex mana, right?
yeah.
Okay. It has been selected. We have 4 you guys.
Imagine Sera being like, "Don't go to the Taladani, the lost."
Oh no, she
Taladani
would totally be.
laboratory."
That was me out of character, laughing that you think my wizard's the most powerful.
Well, yeah.
That's right. The illusion of power.
We just cast
Wow.
some smites real quick.
I just grow some
please don't
angel
remember
wings.
the time. I gotta go. Goodbye.
Effie
Seino the Mage Slayer.
grabs the card and then looks at Telt Sector with a nod and a wink.
Arcadum, you're muted.
He will then turn to the others and say, "Is there anything else you require?"
think we should ask what happened to Luka. Isn't that kind of important?
Irha,
Disappeared.
remember the last time when Luka disappeared and he came back and everything was absolutely all hunky-dory?
Well, we should probably make sure that there's the possibility he might not come back this time.
Well,
It's okay.
then
There's nothing we can do about it.
that would probably be part
can
of the
ask.
choice that it entails. He might have had to go all the way to the Carnival and, lived out the rest of his days there, seeing as how he's turning
Sera will
into
ask
a-
one question of the guy who might know. Will Luka be able to find his way back to us?
That is up to fate.
She'll nod sagely. Well, anything else?
Nah, you've been most helpful, Mr. Telt Sector. Thanks.
She'll look down at Moto. She'll ask him in her head. Anything else you want to ask this
I want to lick him.
clown?
Why does he look like Ganondorf?
I want to
She'll look over at him.
A little bit. The token art.
Perhaps you should ask. It might, for once, destroy your mind.
Moto will kind of waddle over. Hey, how can I help you, little one? Can I taste you? No. Damn it.
What? The hell?
You tried.
Can I taste you?
She'll nod at Telt the Sector
Social
in a
activity
goodbye.
is very hard.
Indeed.
What is Effie doing?
She's parkouring.
Oh.
Sera slithers.
I like in this whole conversation, Seino was looking in the wrong direction.
That's our boy!
Seino has not seen Delta Sector once.
Just had his
Didn't look at
back
his
to him
face.
the whole
His gaze.
time.
Man, this guy sounds cool.
Yeah,
Hey, Maelie.
where is this guy? I
Maelie.
can't see him.
What's up?
Maelie's, or Effie's
What?
ping-ponging around.
Yeah?
So, as you may know, I went and visited the Witchlight Guild.
Uh-huh.
You know, I think this might be a little up your alley if you want to come back with me. I have to go back there.
Well, what exactly about it makes you think that?
I don't know. I think it just might be some information that's interesting to you.
She was very interesting, Maelie. She uses magic in a way different than I and you.
Are you sure it's gonna be safe?
She also really likes women, so you should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'll look
you're
at her
gonna be fine.
hero. You probably shouldn't come.
He looks upset, but then he kind of like nods about it, but he's also like,
No men allowed.
I don't want to leave Maelie with you two.
Oh, wow.
Take care of myself, for the most part.
Oh, I know you can, and he looks at Sera, and then he looks to Effie.
She'll wink at Irha. I understand. Would you like to go back to being our pimp at the meat market?
What?
Kiss her!
What?
Yeah, you were gonna pimp us out, don't you remember?
Mission accomplished!
Leave.
He doesn't remember, Sera.
Pulls eject button.
You just... Perfect. That's exactly what I expected. So, Maelie, would you like to go? I need to sell some things, so I could catch up with you later.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
You should
I
come,
always like
Maelie.
meeting new people and I like learning things.
She'll cock her head to the side. Why don't you want to go?
Well, I don't know much about them, but she kind of like looks to the men in the party. But I'm worried if previous mutual contacts might influence their opinion of me.
Look, they know I have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
And-
tell him.
Yeah.
And they were okay with that?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Not really, but you know, it is what it is. We have free will, Maelie.
Sera's pulling it out. What mutual acquaintances?
People I'd rather not name, if it's all the same to you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Should I?
Nah, it didn't concern you. It's fine.
She'll shrug.
We can always drag Chala in there and like use him as a sacrifice now that he's like a mummy.
I would like to sacrifice him to Babylon.
I didn't
Okay, you do.
realize that your relationship ended on such poor terms that you're willing to use him as a sacrifice now.
I mean, Maelie, you've looked at him this entire
Yeah.
journey. All he does, his eyes are so bloodshot. They're popping out of his head. He's like withered. Like, I don't think he's even stood up from that chair.
It is sad to see what's become of him, but okay. I guess we can go to the one embassy, and then I've got some shopping to finalize too before we
Me
leave.
too. So why don't we
Girls'
all
night?
go to the Witchlight? Yeah, and then girls' night shop in the market.
Okay, sounds good.
I will head
She
to the
links
ship.
arms. She links arms with Maelie.
Link.
Gestures.
Yo, we out here linking arms?
Are we holding
Maelie
hands?
gives a glance at Seino.
People from Baba Yaga seem not like the people I want to meet. And Seino
Oh,
will
yeah.
trot off
She kind of
to the
whispered-
distance.
Oh wait, never mind.
Oh,
Never mind.
okay.
She gestures to Sera.
Maelie
She's
holds
got
out
things to do.
Of an elbow.
She'll hook elbows, but she's got things to do. She'll follow him out of here.
Okay.
Yo, we hooking elbows? Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and move everyone.
Yeah, you can move me in the opposite direction from the witches embassy.
Okay. Let's see here.
Ira doesn't know where to go. He's lost.
He's all wait. He's not by himself. He has
Iris,
Seino.
stay with Seino.
Well,
Yeah,
there's-
he was like walking out and he's just at the front like, I don't know where I am.
Sera adds another tick to her sketchbook of all the times she's made Ira run away.
He was so adamant on being our pimp, though, Sera.
She'll squint at him. That's not the same Ira.
Did you walk up to him and just say that to him? Are you guys just like talking to each other? Or
Yeah,
you
yeah, we're
near
right
him?
here. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
nothing. He just holds up his hands. He's like, whatever could you mean?
Isn't he cute?
Certainly think
No.
Not as cute as Sako cute.
Oh, my boyfriend.
My boyfriend's name is Sako cute. He's a guy.
Oh, Luka's back.
Deleted.
Return
I
to
don't know why
ashes.
that makes me laugh.
All right, let's see here.
Just like, what is it? I were just standing there thinking, what is it he likes? Dragons and Maelie. Yeah, paladin things. Thumbs up.
Well, speaking of dragons and things, I got something planned for Irha, but Astra's not here, so I don't know. Do you want to do it?
Oh, probably not. Probably not.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
I'm so sorry.
Sera wants to interview some double boyfriends.
I cannot dream.
I
I
just-
cannot dream tonight.
I just wouldn't know what choices to make if there's like really big.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Devil boyfriends. Okay, we could do that. Probably get
She'd
through.
go find a particularly dark and shady alley
All right, let's see. I think I got some alleys for you in here.
with a nice queenly throne to perch on.
I don't know if I have any of those, but nah, this looks pretty dark.
Just drags him over there.
Would
And then
anybody
we go
else
to the
like to be
Witchlight.
there?
We're going to the Witchlight Guild, so
Okay.
which I'm assuming we'll do after.
No boys allowed. Oh.
Summoning her devil boyfriends will take a while, most likely. Let's see.
We have an hour and 20 minutes.
Are we
sausage
extending
party.
today because of missing?
That's what I thought we said last week.
Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
And we'll just search for a botanic specialist.
For your garden club that
I was
only
gonna
Yes.
follow
Zeta's a
you.
part
Yes. For
I
my
was-
solo garden club.
of.
I don't like plants, but I don't want to get lost.
You know what? Fair.
I don't like plants, but I don't want to get lost. Amazing.
To be fair, Seino would have to go to the ship, get Junior, and then head to the botanic specialist.
I had Spike on me. Oh well.
Yeah, he's now also. Maybe Spike hates the mask.
As they part ways, Maelie's gonna, squeeze Ira's hand goodbye and be like, "Hey, double check the ship. Make sure you pass on our message." And she winks at him.
What? Wait, hold on. Just so we're on the same page. What was the message again?
The message was to make sure that all of the refugees get off the ship before Effie comes back. We're making sure that they get to the Storvex embassy place with someone.
That's a lot of words, but yeah, sure. Got it, boss.
Ira-
Whoa,
Don't
that's a
worry
lot of
about it.
words. And I'm not reading them.
Reno.
Seino's got it, right, Seino? And he kind of his palm hits the back of Seino's back a little bit.
Seino has only plant in mind.
Alright. It's boyfriend time.
Boyfriend.
Feeling left out before we all go to Witchlight with our boyfriend.
Oh my god. Alright,
Is Ira still her boyfriend?
Her born?
What?
Her boyfriend.
Oh.
her lover,
And I-
her romantic interest, her...
I haven't seen him kiss recently or hold hands.
Yeah, no kissing.
They just held hands. They just did
Sera
that.
has
Right
never
there.
seen them kiss.
Not
Well,
one.
Are you saying this out loud?
Where are the mating howls?
If you're actually questioning out loud in character, Maelie will answer you.
Okay, I'll role play it.
Oh, alright, go ahead. Great.
As they're walking away, arms linked, are you guys still,
Yeah, we're still boyfriend and girlfriend right now. Why? What made you think we weren't?
I just haven't seen you guys really interact very much recently, or hold hands, or really kiss. You guys
Maelie
were doing
kind
that
of-
really often, and then
Maelie
it just
kind of
kind of
blushes.
went away.
Well, we decided to make a couple ground rules. Once we got back together, there was a part where we were kind of apart from each other, but we thought it was going to be insensitive to you, since you can't be with Sekelcuse all the time, and you and Chala were on rocky ground. We didn't want to make you jealous or anything, so we decided to keep that more or less private, not so much in public.
Well, I appreciate that, Maelie, but I have such strong feelings for Sekelcuse, and after we went on our picnic, which by the way was fantastic, and we, and she kind of puts up her hands and does a circle in one hand, and then the pointer finger, and puts the pointer finger through the circle,
Maelie just
back
nods.
and forth.
Yes.
I think that solidified the relationship, and I trust him. And, and she leans in kind of a little close. And I love him, Maelie.
Well, I'm happy for you, and I'm glad to hear that.
So feel free to celebrate your love for Irha. It's okay.
Pass it along. I am thinking of getting him a present or two, maybe, when we go out shopping later.
All right, yeah. Let's go to the Witchlight Guild and then we'll do shopping. And she kind of skippy-doos with Maelie towards the Witchlight Guild.
All right.
Skip.
Meanwhile, back in a very dark and convenient alley,
Unsavory.
unsavory alley. Okay.
She'll drop her, what was it, alter self. She looks like her full tentacle wizard self.
Oh boy. Let's see here. Are there any particular types that you want to go over?
She specifically, I was making a little list. She specifically wants fiends, does not matter to her what type, which I think is your question. That'll help her with the digital enemies and help her on the path of soul crafting.
Not gonna be a
I
lot
should
of.
make that an and or.
Not gonna be a lot for the digital side. But let me see what I can find. Soul crafting.
She'll also just take a regular old superpowered ice fiend.
Well, this one I think will work. I'll put this one on. Okay. We'll start with this one.
She'll speculate out loud to Moto. Do you think Babylon would appreciate Chala's soul, a servant of Eden?
Moto will kind of shrug.
She shrugs back, pensive on what to do with him.
Okay.
She'll set herself up. She'll find some chair somewhere. And perch.
And here we go. We'll start with this one. And then we'll do... Let's see, do I have any ice ones? Any ice devils?
Yoo-hoo! George, I'd like a cup of sugar.
Oh yeah, there's this guy. He's more crystal. Well, he could be ice. That works. That works for me. And then finally, I got one more. Let's do... Let's do this one.
She'll pet the skulls that are her spellbooks now, the Navigator skull heads. Waiting patiently.
Let's start with this one. Alright, Sera, as you set yourself up, eventually, word gets out that you are looking for a fiend. Start with... this one... this one. And this one. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Oh, hold on, I have to refresh.
You good?
Come on, game. Come on, game.
I was gonna start chewing some gum, but I'd worry that would make me sound like Storm/Effie. Hi!
I don't think I've ever heard Storm chew gum.
That's
What?
a secret. She's always chewing gum.
Yeah, just all the time.
Really?
But it's not gum. It's another word like that that starts with a C.
I love hearing the giggle in the background.
Okay. Here we go. Click that. Very good. Yes. Very good. Very, very, very good. Yes. We'll do that. And we'll do this. This. Alright, good. Now this should load. You fucking piece of shit. Load for me already. There we go. Tell me your secrets. Load.
I'm just imagining like Sera really impatiently waiting, and now she just doesn't want any of them because they kept her waiting for so long.
She's just tapping her staff, looking at the sky. There is no sky.
She just leaves. Modo, they're standing me up. I say,
Modo.
It's like the loading screen, and then it just slows down, and it just ticks inch by inch, and then it goes a little bit further, and it slows down again, and she's just like, oh my goodness.
it's like when you would download something off of LimeWire and it would like go really slow, and you'd just be watching the bar move.
Modo.
Modo, I do say, they be standing me up, they do.
At least that's better than my Foundry.
Modo, now I don't want any of them.
Modo.
Okay, this one's there. Almost
Now
done.
methinks we should just eat all of them.
That one needs to load this.
And now Lolly's incentivized to never miss a session.
That one, this one, that one, this one.
Wait, why? Why would I be incentivized?
Because I'm gonna have RP Sera.
Please do. No, that's a big incentive.
Modo!
How do I cast teleport again?
It is Leviosa.
Leviosa, my lord. Leviosa. Alright, last one.
Levio's come.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
I reckon we should eat one more samurai mono.
Alright, here we go. So
Oh,
finally,
is it go time?
after your long wait,
Mm-hmm.
the first of the fiends arrives.
Oh, good.
Let me go ahead and let me play some music. Let's do this. I think this is
L__.
yeah. Love that song. Okay.
My lady.
All right. Through the shadows, a fiend will appear before you, Sera. And you see this individual step out from the shadows.
Sick. She looks awesome.
She'll step out from the shadows and will give a tip of her hat, and then she'll call out, "Greetings to you, ma'am. I heard you'd be looking for something to help you on the side, huh? Something nice?"
She'll nod. Yes. What do you offer?
"I offer me power. Crolina's my name. A traveler of sorts. Straight up from Greygrim I am. Hoping to offer a bit of me mischief on behalf of your fine self. Presuming, of course, that you have money to pay."
What in particular are your skill sets? Before we negotiate your pay.
She'll nod. "The skill sets be perched upon the parcel of pep. I talk to people, convince them of things, use them a devilish wise. I also have a penchant for a bit of the mind read, seeing their thoughts, especially the hidden ones that they don't want you to see. And when necessary, taking control of that mind, if it be necessary."
She'll look pensive. Any experience with the digital realm? They're not normal minds.
"Are you referring to angels, then?"
Yes.
"It's in my experience that angels, they got weak points, you see. And whilst I don't have any hand or skill at such a thing, I can use my skills to find the person that controls them. Such things can be turned off."
So is she just all mind magic, Arcadum?
Yeah. She's a devil.
Okay.
Specializing in it. Specifically, she is a Nemor.
Oh, spell that?
Memory devil.
Nemur?
Spelled like this.
Oh. So you're particularly able to part regular folk from their valuables.
Valuables of all kinds. Whether it be their memories, secrets, literal valuables, it's all the same to me.
She'll nod. And what are you looking for in exchange?
A steady gig of some souls, preferably. But I'll take coin if you got it. Or credit.
I'm trying to remember there is a different soul coins, right?
Yeah.
Would that be the currency of souls
Yeah.
that she's talking about?
Yeah. Well, I
Is
should
the
say.
proper term like how much? Or
Well,
how many?
It's the quality of soul and how many of those souls, because the quality of the soul is the value, and a raw soul is fine, but a minted soul into a coin is better because it travels easier because it doesn't try to fly away.
Okay. What is the general quality of soul that you're looking for on a regular basis?
Oh, something like this. CR6.
Okay. Does it matter what that translates to in those? I have it like a year ago of the types of devil coins or fiend coins.
It follows the same measurement as that.
Okay.
Basically, the potency of them is depicted by the CR of the creature, which is the creature's level.
What is the? I feel like Sera would know this. What's the weight of that in traditional gold?
It is. Hold on, the formula's weird. It's. $9,000 gold.
Okay. Is that like once a week thing?
Once a month.
Any other unique
Or
abilities
cycle.
I should be aware of?
Say again?
Any other unique abilities I should be aware of?
I got a bit of latent spell casting on me. Some spells just come natural to me.
She'll perk up.
You know, spells like confusion, invisibility, detect thoughts, detect magic, clairvoyance.
She'll nod at her. You don't have the system in your game, right, where if you say thank you to fiends or fae, that you owe them a favor?
Okay, so that's contract magic, and that's does occur, but only to very specific creatures, and that is not this case.
Okay. She would just say, I appreciate the information. She'll nudge her head towards Moto. I'll contact you.
She'll give a
There's
nod
a few others I'd like to meet.
and a tip of her hat. Oh boy! First of many. Loading up a lot of info.
Files, nails.
Filing nails IRL.
So how's the plants, Seino?
All right,
Are
here
they
you
looking
go.
green?
The next one that approaches you, Sera, you see their eyes first. Bright pennants that pierce the darkness. It stands before you.
I heard you was looking for a fiend. I came to seek employment. If you'll take
She
such
stares
a
back.
thing.
How is he talking?
He is speaking from the back of his head,
She
which
looks
is
delighted.
which is where his mouth is.
She'll give him her usual shark smile. Yes. What are your skill sets? What can you offer me?
It said specifically that you were looking for someone with an in to the soul trade. It happens to be one of my specialties.
He'll gesture towards a pennant of a jackal on his shoulder.
I serve one of the deacons of one of the horsemen himself. So, I have a very good in with the soul trade. If you're looking to make deals and to increase the amount of souls that you have, that is what I do. A broker and merchant. If necessary, I can also put myself up in a fight. It's good to fight sometimes.
She has a genuine smile at that one. And in a fight, what position do you two typically take?
I like to stand in the middle of everything. Watching people hunger is so good.
Make me
She'll cock
a
her head to the side. Okay.
Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay, so he's a daemon, and daemons are neutral evil. They serve the aspects of hunger, and they serve the aspects of the horsemen specifically.
Okay.
That's what the horsemen are. They are the representation of demonic energy, and the four horsemen are, of course, war, famine, death, and pestilence. Right. So of those four. He is a lesser Maelie demon, which means he serves the deacons, which are just lesser demons that serve the horsemen of famine. So he's on the famine flavor of daemonhood. But all demons stand at the center of the soul market, and the exchange of such souls for power and favor is a constant occurrence. So he is essentially a stockbroker for souls. In combat, he generates a lot of debuffs that he puts on enemies and also allies.
He puts debuffs on allies?
Well, he puts debuffs on enemies and buffs, quotations,
Oh,
on allies
I see.
as well.
Buffs, ? On allies. Okay.
He has a consumptive aura.
I see.
In addition to that, he also has the ability to constantly detect good, detect magic, see invisibility, and he can at will cause fear, deeper darkness. He can use blight, and he can use waves of fatigue.
Cool. What was she gonna ask? And your payment terms?
My payment is a percentage of the souls that we generate together. 5.
%?
He'll
Or
nod.
raw? Okay. She thinks 5% is quite fair. Do you not have anything else for him? I'll contact you. There's a few others I wish to speak with.
Fine then. Enjoy.
He just kind of demons out of there.
Shambles off.
Oh god, here we go. All right, Sera. Something very familiar begins to approach you through the shadows. As you can see that the edges of the walls of the alley begin to freeze over.
Ah, good.
As this creature,
Yes!
as this creature, yes, good. What I
You're gonna
wanted.
give me another moto?
Let's see here. All right, and you see this creature step up out of the shadows.
Oh my god, you gave me an anime boy?
It's the art I had.
Ugh.
Listen, he's kind of cute. I don't know what you're complaining about.
He will step out of the shadows, and then he will say, I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, now he's not cute anymore. You can hit on him.
Sera, she deadpans back. Nice to meet you.
So, I heard that you were looking for a fiend. Oh, my name? Ilian. Apologies. I'm still a little tipsy.
One of the corners of her mouth will perk up at that. What do you do, Ilian?
Whatever I want to most of the time. But I suppose profession, I serve the hells. It's pretty easy for the Galagon. I go where I'm wanted, I go where I'm not wanted. We eat what we can, kill who we're told, all that sort of things. I do like dropping swarms on people. That's really fun. Everybody's so brave. I'm sorry, what?
Swarms of what?
Oh, these, and he'll just summon a bunch of ice spiders.
He looks delighted.
These are my little friends. They tend to help me get what I want.
How many are there? Like thousands?
Well, he summons just some, but yeah, it's a whole
Oh,
swarm.
okay. That's truly delightful. How often can you bring them about?
Whenever I wish, really. I can only do it a few times before I have to rest for a while. The energy's pretty taxing. But oh, do they feast and feast and feast. And that energy comes back to me. If I do it right. Sometimes it pays for itself.
She yawns with him, catching the yawn. Right. And any experience with digital? That's where I'll be next.
Ooh, no, not me. I don't really like that kind of stuff. It seems kind of lame, really. Like, just do actual magic. Imagine sitting there in front of a screen and then looking up and saying, "Hey, look at all the magic I did."
when I could just do this. And he'll summon a swarm of ice spiders. Look, it's happening. And I didn't have to put a bunch of buttons on a stupid console. Seems kind of cringe to me. Sorry.
Thought I'd just let that sit there for a little bit.
Anyway, so let's talk about you. Never seen you around here before. If I had known that the person who was trying to hire on was so beautiful, I would have dressed up a little bit.
She'll raise her eyebrows. And what would you have worn?
Probably nothing at all.
Let's see it.
Okay, he'll disrobe.
She'll study him. What we got?
Roll!
I got
roll!
Fine. I will roll.
You set it up. Don't put this on. Don't find me.
Whoa!
Oh, holy shit!
I don't even know what that means. Are you telling me
It's a
he's got like
16
a
inch.
That's
like a foot
16.
and a half penis?
That's 16 inches.
Well,
It's
good thing
gonna
she's got
wreck
a,
her uterus. It's gonna go
good thing
into
she's
her
got a
intestines.
tentacle butthole, I guess.
No, that's like touching. Well, I don't know. It touches knees, maybe.
That is a
That's
knee
half
knocker.
the size of Seino.
She'll look suitably impressed.
He'll
And the
nod.
alcohol doesn't affect you.
I get that a lot. Just wait till he's awake. He'll snap
Cross
his
her
fingers
arms and wait.
Okay. He'll... Oh, God. He'll slap his
He's
balls.
Niagaraing out.
He'll slap his balls and it... At full mast. He's got a fucking cannon ready to go.
She'll move to the side so she can appreciate the side view.
He'll pose.
Can I use my inspiration on that roll?
On what roll?
The dick roll.
No.
It's Max!
Max.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll it so it's a fucking button. I'm just kidding. You can keep the roll.
Thank you. I guess. Alright, you stand to the side. It's fucking gigantic. And he'll be like, yeah, I get that a lot.
You use that in combat. It's very distracting.
I've done it before. Really hard to fight with a sword when you've got a second sword.
So,
Guy's amazing.
payment.
He sits there, keeps talking, with his cock out at full mast, just chilling.
Sera's totally unfazed.
He will respond with, oh, I think a soul of this much. 5 CR is appropriate.
Oh, he's cheap. Is that like 7k gold? 6 was
Yes.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw your ice fighters. And all of you. What else do you have?
Oh, I can command the element of ice. Cold. I've got some poison on me as well. I can slow people down when it suits me. And, I get things done. Winky face.
She'll wink back at him. Like a lizard. One eye and then the other.
Okay.
Ew. I hate that.
So if you don't like the digital, but that's where I'm going, is that going to be a problem?
No, no problem. If we gotta go deal with a bunch of cringe nerds, it doesn't bother me. He says
Do
with
you
his
know if
cock
angels
out.
have souls?
He'll kind of shrug. I don't think so.
I don't either. I haven't quite. Well,
Well, if they do,
I'll contact you.
we'll get them and we'll sell them.
She nods. Nonchalant, like that's exactly what they would do.
All right, I'll give a
I'll
little
contact
nod.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Let me know. Turns.
She'll pick up the clothes that he dropped.
Turns. As he slaps
She'll
the wall.
pocket them.
Is she gonna sniff them?
No, she just pockets them. If anything, she'll form it into a robe and put it around Moto's shoulders.
No, thank you. I don't want that.
And she'll put it as a robe around hers.
I'm in Foundry!
I did it!
I made it!
Bro, it took the interaction for Foundry to just give in. Foundry was like, please end it.
That
How
is
do I spell
just
his,
me.
His fiend type?
He's an ice devil, but his official name for his fiend type is Gelugon, which is Gelugon. But it's an ice devil, is the common term.
And a quick clarifying question for the soul trade guy.
Yeah.
A broker and a merchant. So at any point in time, like when she gets a soul, she can just give it to him and buy something?
Well, it's not instantaneous, but more or less. He has access to the soul trade at all times.
Pretty sick. And I'm assuming these are like items, right? Like usable items, consumables.
Souls, yeah.
Sick. Okay. Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I got one more.
Okay.
I can see my character. And I can delete my letter.
Okay. Here we go. The final to approach you, a large pair of black wings descend down and land in the shadows and wrap around the waist of this creature that approaches you, giving her the bottom of a dress. The top, however, she is completely bare, covered only in thousands of strange tattoos and fiery lettering that even goes across her hair. And you will see this.
Well, she looks sick.
Oh, love her art.
She will stand before you. Greetings! I have come to answer your call. I seek to fight. I seek to claim unworthy souls and devour them. What do you offer?
You'll nod. How shall I address you? I am Sera.
You may call me Miss K.
Right, Miss K. Any experience with the digital?
I
Where
have
I'm
some.
going? What's related to what I offer?
I have some.
Go on.
I have killed many of those that would use such magic against me. My fury cannot be sated by digital magic. Make me a religion check. Moto, you can roll Arcana.
Okay.
She is an Aranyas, or otherwise known as a Fury, a fallen angel.
I remember
Primus!
Most notably, she is a berserker warrior, is her whole thing.
Yes!
So she is 100% combat.
Sera looks delighted at this. No, my notes. Help. Help. There we go. Okay. And what in particular are you looking for as payment? The souls of the slain?
Yes, the souls of the worthy slain. I require worthy adversaries. My services only goes to where I will face the strongest opponents. I require a CR7 soul, at least.
And she only wants souls, right? Like there's no gold stand-in?
No. Well, more specifically, she wants the fight that a CR7 or higher would give her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, gold is not an acceptable substandard for her. Also, this guy's gone. I don't know why he's there.
Was that Penis Boy? I didn't
Yeah.
see him. I was zoomed in. Well, that certainly seems aligned with my own desires. However, there are some of those I travel with that are more risk-averse. But I think if we have our way, every fight will be challenging.
Good.
So in terms of how you fight, weapons, magic,
With this, and she will pull out a flaming greatsword.
Sera will let out a low whistle. Ah. And your...
Make me a quick Arcana check. You will notice that the greatsword, the flaming blade, the hilt and pommel are decorated with dirtied white angelic wings and what appears to be an angel's face stretched over the handle.
Is that someone you knew?
Not anymore.
Sera looks more delighted. She looks more delighted by the minute. I like your style. Your ability to... I wouldn't be stay alive. Stay in the fight. She's trying to ask how hard is she to kill.
She just smiles. Very. So fucking very.
She feels confident. She feels confident in that answer. Thank you for answering the summons. I appreciate what you've shown me.
Have you had other suitors?
A couple.
Bring them to me,
None
I
of
will
which
kill
has-
them.
None of which, frankly, have been as impressive as you.
Good. I expect your response soon. She walks away.
She watches the tits walk away. Do they jiggle?
Of course they do. Or they, I don't know. They do whatever happens with.
How big?
They
You
bounce.
roll for penis.
Oh,
Roll for tits.
Oh, fine. How did we get out the chart? I forgot what chart I used for this.
We have a boob chart?
Yes, I have a fucking breast chart.
Hey, you're the one who put her out, tits out.
That's right. It's Mike.
Everybody just has their tits out.
Everyone just has their tits out.
Everyone.
Effie's feeling
Where?
her unique trait is slowly disappearing.
Everyone.
Her one-trick pony.
No!
God, I forgot.
Ira's tits are only for Maelie.
Irha has tits.
I feel like he's got weird nipples.
Yeah, I feel like he does too.
Like
they're probably like
yellow or
pierced and then
something.
they're like put together, you
Why
know,
would
with like a zip
you-
tie.
What?
Instead of a collar around the neck, it's a nipple collar.
Yeah, they're like pierced with like the little bar with the circles, and they're like zip tied together.
You're saying the words, and I can't mentally envision whatever it is you guys are like trying to depict here.
That's
It's like
how
some like
Maelie leads him around.
Did one of these degenerates put the chart on the wiki? I don't remember what I used for ladies. God, I came up with it one day. I don't fucking remember. They're big. They're honking. They're honkas. They're
Okay.
Just gives up.
I accept it.
big old honkers. How about that?
Are they bigger
Cool.
than Effie's though?
Fucking.
We'll have a roll-off if I hire her.
Yeah. If you hire her, we'll do a roll-off. We'll see which one's bigger.
Okay, perfect.
We'll see which one is the superior female.
Perfect.
Okay, so to be clear, for me to actually hire one of these, it locks in the staff upgrade and the ally slot, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And there were other options on band for the staff. I just have to go and explore.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can hire them at any point, right? It doesn't have to be right now. Like
As
I can go
long
to
as
band
you haven't
explore.
locked out the slot.
Cool. All right. She's good. She would want to talk to the group first if she made a decision.
Okay. Before we get to them, I think it's time we had a boys' day out. All right, what are you two lads getting up to?
I'm just following him.
All right, Seino, what are you getting up to?
Well, since Irha is only following me and not doing his orders.
You said you had to go back to the ship. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I mean the stuff with the refugees. So Seino's gonna make sure that all the refugees like leave before Effie comes back and stuff.
Okay.
As Maelie told Irha to, but I guess Seino's doing it now. I don't care. He doesn't.
But is there anything that you want to do while you're in Arist?
Yes.
Oh yeah? What would that be?
Yeah. While at the ship, Seino would grab his one and only true plant, Junior, and will take him and will look around in the city for a botanic specialist of some kind, like any like kind of plant, like a guy that could give him information on further improving Junior's living conditions, maybe giving him other plants that he can like connect to so he can like improve in some kind. I don't know.
Okay. So
Yes.
you want to search for somebody who knows about plants.
Yes.
Well, I got you.
Why did the freaking meme directly pop into my head? I got you, homie.
I got you. Let's see here.
Could also be a Pokemon. I got you.
I got you. Go.
I got you. Digivolve to Homemon.
To butt stuff.
Butt
Yo,
stuff.
got you.
Go butt stuff.
Go gadget butt stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. It's in my butt.
Yeah.
Penny,
I
get
gotta
it
pee.
out.
I need somebody to kiss me. Oh, fuck.
And I need somebody to kiss me.
Okay, here we go. Well, I guess you'll have to go visit the Druids of Arist.
Yo.
And oh boy, are you not ready?
Why do I feel like I'm gonna freaking encounter the most puffed up, smoke out of the mind high people that I'm gonna met ever. Like I just opened the shop and it's just a hot box.
Okay, and we go there, and then we do a little bit of ale. Ale.
Oh, by the way, Arcadum, I still need those flashbangs that I bought.
Okay. I'm sure that won't be relevant here.
True. But I still need them. And throws flashbang at the druid.
Oh, fuck, dude. I forgot he's one of these. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, dude.
I'm back.
Oh, man. You ready?
I don't think I am.
You ready? Oh, God. This is gonna be awful.
I swear, if I see another gnome, I'm leaving.
It's not another gnome.
Okay. That's good.
Be careful what you wish for. Okay. God, am I really gonna have to do this fucking voice? Alright. Oh, ding, boom, bam, boom, 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 boom.
Did Irha stay at the ship, or is Irha following
Irha is
Seino
following
to the botanic shop?
I make.
I'm not even getting a choice. He's just like, you're gonna have to deal with this too.
All right.
Bro, what are you dragging me into?
You follow me.
All
you
right.
chose this.
Here we go. So you travel to go find a botanical expert. And eventually, you find yourself inside of a curious meadow, just placed in a small plot of soiled land that is more or less floating off the rest of Arist, being suspended by magic, with an intense kind of aura of druidic energy that forms around it in a protective sphere. And here we go.
Oh, map.
Whoa. Pretty.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Very pretty.
What an interesting change of pace.
Right? Oh my god.
Even the music.
Yeah, I swear.
All right, as you step over and through the threshold, all around you, you can feel that there is a sense of joy in the air. There is almost, it seems as if the leaves are swaying to an unknown beat. And in the middle, just right there in the middle of everything, you see an incredibly small humanoid. Smaller than even you, Seino.
Yeah, that's something.
And you see this.
at that outfit!
Oh no!
Whoa! I
Nice.
love him.
Yo.
You see a small fey creature, a pixie, or sprite, as they are known.
His name.
He is currently just dancing in the middle of the field, and has not noticed you.
What a cute. He's so adorable.
Just having a jam.
Well, what do the two of you Chucklefucks do?
Seino will approach.
Okay.
Slowly but surely.
And Ira, you follow behind?
Just gonna keep his distance, but yeah.
But Seino he's positively surprised of the place that this is in exchange to how the city like how the city vibe is looking. So he likes this place.
Okay.
Hello?
You will see that the creature goes, "Err!" and it'll turn and look. Oh my god! And comes running towards you with a little skip. What brings you here, Silver Bear?
Oh no.
I wanna leave.
Are you like the person in charge of this place?
Oh, that's right, that's right. I am the resident druid. My name is Smoochies. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Seino, and this is my companion, Irha.
Oh my! Big, strong, silent type, brooding with his eyebrows. I'll talk to you in a moment. What can I do for you, Silver Bear?
So, I've stumbled upon a laboratory of some sorts that had like plants in it, and it was like kind of abandoned.
Abandoned? Oh no!
Yeah, and I salvaged a particular plant from it, and I wanted to know if you have any more information about it, maybe, or like any like help how I could like get it an improved lifestyle of sorts.
That's so sweet. You care about it that much? Oh my gosh. Can I see it? Let me see the little devil.
And he has like a pot on top of a pot, so it's like closed up. And he opens the pot, and all you hear is now like screaming, kind of, because Junior screams and yeah. And he shows him Junior.
Goodness, such a talkative little one. What's its name?
I named him Junior.
Junior, that's such a sweet name. Oh, look at it. Oh, I wonder if I can. And he puts his hand on it back and forth. Oh, look at you making your own music. And he'll cover the mouth so that you can, like, have a conversation. So you found this where? Tell me about it.
Wait, shit. So it was, we were traveling, the SRC, and it was in an abandoned kind of, like, vessel, which had, like, an area that was that was purposed for potion brewing. And, it had, like, different plants on it. We salvaged some of them other party members of mine have kept, like, for them and stuff. And this one was the one I salvaged.
Okay. Well, this looks like it's some kind of subspecies of mandrake. It's got a lot of screamies in it. I'm gonna have to take a closer look, though. Let old Dr. Smoochie's in.
He will hand it over.
Put it on the ground.
So happy.
And then Smoochies will fly up and then fly upside down to take a closer look. Do you happen to know the origin of this species by any chance? It might help me figure it out easier.
No, help. Where was it from?
I'm not helping.
I'm
It
not
was all
helping
in
either.
notes.
I wrote all that shit down.
Yeah,
I
check the
know.
notes.
Hey, Seino,
I
do you
had-
notice how you didn't get invited to the garden party, and now you're getting fasted again?
Notice how you didn't invite us to your reverse garden party?
The thing that you care about so much you have no info on.
I think.
I'm actually scrolling myself. It's way up.
Yeah. Here's okay.
That's before all the navigator fight.
I think it was from Ori actually. If I remember correctly, it was named Ancient Bloom. It seems to like, I know that I fed it blood before because that was what was noted down in the laboratory that we found it in. I actually found it.
You did?
Yeah, I can react to it if you want to.
Sure.
There.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah,
You did it.
I did it.
So, Junior is the ancient bloom from Ori?
Yes,
Okay.
the flowering mushroom.
Oh my gosh, Ori? I love Ori. Did you know that Ori is like one of the best places to go when you are blasted? Because it reacts to like your soul. So if you're blasted, everything around you is blasted, and it all just kind of gets together, and it's like colors and shapes and all kinds of cool stuff. Anyway, yeah, this is an ancient bloom. It's a cute little flower. It's very nice. Junior's a great name. But if you were to be a monster and turn it into a potion, which, you know, I'm not saying that you should, but if you did, it would grant you enormous strength, cause you to grow, and things of that nature, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like, at least not for now and not in the near future, plan on really salvaging it. I want to improve its lifestyle more. Like,
Well, it's
maybe
going to
like
need a bigger
with-
pot. These roots are not going to be able to stretch out. An ancient bloom's supposed to be ancient, honey. It's supposed to be big, right? The flower
okay, noted,
needs more
noted.
space. So you need to get a bigger pot. Also, if you've got it on a ship, then you're going to have to put it towards wherever the current star system you're flying through has the most natural sunlight that you can get, because it's going to need a lot of it. I would suggest that if you're going to insist on putting it on a ship, that you find some sort of artificial form of daylight. Maybe you have a spellcaster in your party that can summon forth, or what have you.
Okay. You will see how Seino like pulls out his notebook and like actually starts writing that
Oh my
down.
gosh, it's so cute. Look at your little notes. It's so cute. Can I look at them? I bet you have amazing handwriting.
He will show it, and Seino actually does have decent handwriting.
See, I knew it. It's you gnomes always have the best handwriting.
Maybe it's in our blood.
You think it's in your blood to be efficient?
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, so I have a question for you. Since I answered your question, maybe you answer mine?
Sure.
So, like, is there a Mrs. Silverbear or what?
No, there's not.
There isn't? Why not?
I don't know. I'm not, at least at the moment, I feel like I'm not in the best situation to have a Mrs.
Oh,
or,
really?
yeah.
Why do you think that? I mean, look at you. You're just a treat. Like a little piece of you. I could just.
Well, you see,
Sorry.
the current adventure I'm on is probably like let's say it doesn't have my life 100% safe. So I wouldn't like to put anybody through that. So
that's so
yeah.
sweet. You're even thinking of the future Mrs. You or Mr. And I understand, you want to make sure that they don't suffer. That's so well thought out. What a thoughtful silver bear you are.
Well, I'm more dark blue, but yeah.
Where's your friend going?
Well, they just followed me around. I don't think they.
Well, come on
have
over.
anything.
Don't be shy.
Seino will look over, like in a way that the pixie can't see his face anymore, and he will smugly grin at him, like with the intel of "I told you, don't come." That is your fault.
You totally felt Irha was behind you, but as this conversation just like specifically when you started mentioning the ship that you were on, and then as the conversation went on, Irha's now standing way far back from you, and he just gives you like a pointed glare at your smug smile.
Seeing the glare back, the sprite will smile, and then we'll switch to Sylvan, which is the language that you two share, as you're both Fae. And then he will say,
Maybe we don't need to worry about what he thinks, huh?
God.
Oh, what a silly boy he is. So, Silver Fox, is there anything else I can help you with?
Wait, is he talking to me?
yeah, he's speaking to you in
Sure
Sylvan.
is.
I
Sure
don't speak
is.
Sylvan.
Oh, well, he didn't know that. Seeing as how you have no idea what the hell he's saying.
I'm like confused.
You
like
don't
tilting.
speak the language of the Fae?
No, I speak
Oh.
obviously my gnomish language.
Oh, I see.
I picked up Draconic on the way, but yeah.
Oh, I thought that you would know the Fae language. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to misrepresent your language.
Oh no, you're totally fine.
I see. I think I know a little gnomish. Dubesh vol. Finally, I was able to use it and get destroyed!
Seino explodes. Campaign over.
I am released from this mortal coil.
That is an interesting phrase you picked up on.
Yeah, it's what they kept saying to me.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder why.
I'm not sure either. Anyway, is there anything else I can help you with, Sugar Bear?
Are there any, like, other plants that would, like, synergize with Junior?
With an
That
Ori? Let's
like-
see. There's a few things that would. You don't want to get anything that needs a lot of sunlight because it's going to be blocking out a lot of it. But you also don't want anything that has a lot of root control because it's going to, like, compete with each other. I would suggest getting some smaller, low sunlight required flowers, like maybe a lunar bloom, a nice moonflower, really brighten up the place around it. It'll also enrich the soil for both of them and kind of like a cycle that'll self-feed. You could also get a heavy water retaining plant that might be able to keep any extra water and exfoliate the ground for it. You might also consider getting a few druidic items that might help as well.
Okay.
Go ahead, write in your cute little notebook with your cute little words.
he is writing down, and he puts down, and he will even like show him
gosh.
what he wrote down.
Your writing is so much prettier than mine. When I write something down, I can't read it, and then I'm like, "What the hell did you write here, Smoochies?"
I'm sure you are able to figure that. I mean, you at least set up this whole place, right? That's quite the impressive task.
Oh, thank you, but I didn't make it, honey. No, I was just assigned here. I'm a druid, you see, and we kind of are assigned to different places. This is a circle that is around Eris, which is kind of weird because it's an artificial circle. This is not an actual planet. It doesn't really have, like, nature energy, but they were insistent that they have all representation. So we had to, like, make one in the middle of this. Look at this place. It's just full of cities, and it's kind of gross outside. But we decided to put our own little slice of heaven right here so that people could come and enjoy nature.
Yeah, that's really nice. I'm glad you're you like the place that you're a part of.
Well, I do my best. I actually want to go home, to be honest. It's been a long time since I've been there.
Oh. Well, I hope you get home.
Yeah, it's really lonely here.
That's fair. But you have
all
all your
by
band
myself.
friends.
Hey, Seino, we're not doing anything tonight. You should stay. Irha yells.
Smoochies will clap. Oh my gosh, we could play games.
Seino will look over to Irha. Yes, we are doing something. We're planning to leave.
Well, the ladies have their ladies' night, so you have some free time.
Oh my goodness, you have ladies' night? We should have a boys' toys party. Come on over.
Yeah, Irha, join us.
Yeah, come on over, Mr. Broody. Let me get those eyebrows checked.
He...
The girls are on. You might as well join us, right?
I have to keep an eye out in case Maelie needs help.
Oh my gosh,
so you want
Maelie.
intrude? So you want to intrude that girls' night?
I'm not intruding. I'm just waiting in case she needs help, and she'll call me, so I can't be distracted.
So you can wait here. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Oh, don't worry.
We'll
We'll keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out. Don't you worry. Tell me about Maelie.
Yeah.
What? Is she like your wife, your spouse, your na?
He looks at Seino, and then he looks at Smoochies. He really just doesn't know what to say. He kind of rubs the back of his neck, and he looks around the place. He's like, technically my girlfriend.
Technically? What does that mean? That sounds spicy. Spice me up. Pepper my corn.
Seino will sit down and look at Irha, like, upwards, and will say... He will look at you and will say, "You brought this upon us yourself."
Damn, he really did. He really did.
Yep. And Seino will sit down because he doesn't care. He can spend as much time as he wants. I feel like Irha is the one that feels uncomfortable.
God damn it, Seino.
I cannot
so Seino will sit
I
down.
cannot wait to hear this. Oh, do you guys want some popped corn?
I would love.
Alright, give me just a second, and then he'll tap the ground and some corn will come out. I'll take that, summon some fire, and start popping corn everywhere. Catch it!
Seino catches popcorn.
Oh, just throw it in there. Oh, you need a little salt. Hold on, let me get some salt. And he'll just shake his hair and put salt on it. Pixie salt's the best, baby.
Seino enjoys pixie popcorn.
Irha puts his hand out and just catches some and starts munching on it.
Oh my gosh, we're having a great time. All right, that's all I can do, guys. That's all I gotta do.
Yay! Oh my god.
It's all fun and games.
Bruh.
Pull out Smoochie. Nobody's ready for Smoochie.
Irha was definitely not ready for Smoochie.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready when I saw his outfit. Like that's so funny. For real, that outfit.
I'm pretty sure
that
that
outfit.
I'm just trying to play wingman, Seino. I'm just trying to get you a night.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? While they're talking, I'm just gonna talk up Seino that entire time. I was like, no, I'll tell you about Maelie later, but what you really want to know is about Seino's acts and deeds, and he's just gonna go in on that.
Smoochies will listen with rapt attention. Alright. We got a little boy time. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, dude. Alright. And then we have Effie and Maelie going to the Witchlight Embassy.
I have a question.
What's up?
Irha's not going to be needed for the Witchlight stuff, right? And is this going to continue till the end of this session?
Oh, I just realized what time it is. Yeah, we're already at the end. Fuck. Like, we're over an hour already. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that went by fast. We'll just call it here. We'll pick up next time with Effie and Maelie at the Witchlight Embassy.
I won't be here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, you're gone.
Alright.
Oh.
I can go a little further. You can go, though, Irha.
Well, I also need to.
Yeah, if
go
anybody has
too.
to go, they can go. I can do this bit with the two of them if you guys can stay.
Okay.
Thank you, Arcadum.
Bye,
I hope you have a great rest of
guys.
this
Bye,
session.
Crow. Bye, Roxa.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, let's see here. God, I have to switch gears. Okay. When did I use? Just use this one. We will do. That'll work. All right, Effie, Maelie, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, as you approach the circle, same thing as before, all the other security. And you will see Elizabeth Carroll seated in the same spot she was before.
Effie's still arm linked with Maelie. Will approach the circle and whispers over to Maelie. Yeah, this is the girl I was telling you about.
All right. Well, lead the way.
Hey, Elizabeth.
It seems you have returned. Have you thought
I
about
have.
our offer?
I have. I was just you told me to come back after a day to see the Witch Queen's response.
Indeed, but you have brought someone else.
I have. This is one of my other companions. Her name is Maelie Wildglen.
Maelie tips her hat. Howdy.
And she is a wizard. And I figured she's a little bit unlike the last wizard I brought over, Sera, if you may recall, the one that has, the
Yes.
devilish side of her.
Yes, of course.
And she's also very curious, if you know what I mean.
I actually didn't know
Magic
what you...
curious.
Oh, I didn't know what you meant by that at all. So I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means. What the fuck? She's a little
She's magic curious.
She's a curious. She's a little bi-classing right now.
Yeah.
She's trying different
Yeah.
classes. Okay. So I gotta get out of Smoochie's voice. All right. All right. She will nod. And what curiosities might you be assisted with, Maelie Wildglen?
Well, if I remember correctly, the digital stuff all kind of turns off in this area, right? Because of the security?
Is that a question for her or me?
No, for you.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So having noticed that her apothecariac kind of sort of shut down as she walked in, Maelie just looks and says, well, you know, the standard stuff that all mages are interested in. Learning about magic and how it works and influences the world, learning spells, that sort of thing. I've got kind of a penchant for astral magic, as it were.
She'll nod. Such curious minds are welcome here. She will turn to look towards Effie, and will say instead, as for the Witch Queen's response, I was quite surprised by her response. It seems that she intends to speak with you directly.
Speak with me?
Indeed.
Her eyes kind of widen. And when might this happen?
Her Majesty's voice is carefully heard. There are rules upon Eris, you see. Representatives are allowed, but leaders must come and go within a certain schedule. However, there are ways around it. The first is that you go to her. The second is that she attempts to communicate through other means. Possession, in which she will possess myself. However, such things require a lot of preparation. And it seemed that your message was urgent. I have also done some research around your arrival and your companions. A precarious state you seem to be in, especially when referred to as the Rexus Federation. So I ask, what would you like to do?
Hold on, there's an ambo.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that we're on a little bit of an urgent quest. Which do you think would take the least amount of time?
If it is urgency, then perhaps it is best that you see her yourself. You have
She
a
kind of
vessel.
looks to Maelie.
Yes.
Yes, we have a vessel. Our next stop after here is Band. We're, again, a little bit urgent, but might be able to persuade the rest to make a detour.
She'll nod.
Then she'll be expecting me.
She will. I will relay the urgency of the request as well. But if the Witch Queen wishes to speak with you, her soldiers will make it so. You should be unmolested to land and to speak.
And what of this purging? It seems like she might be interested in what I currently have.
Indeed. Which is why I suspect that she wishes to speak to you directly.
She nods. All right, Elizabeth. Well, I think that that's good news, right?
I would think so, yes.
I do have one question for you before I leave with my companion Maelie here.
She'll nod.
What I am, a changeling. I've heard rumors. Rumors of a brother. Do you know anything about that?
She will nod. I know of whom you speak. It is a sort of shared heritage I suppose you might say. One shared between all of your sisters. His name is Toman, and he is your patron deity, a representative. And family first, I suppose. He rules over the mirrored realm, the source of your power.
Have you met him?
Personally, no. It is said that the Witch Queen can speak with him, as they are allied.
She nods. Maelie, do you have any
Yeah.
questions for Elizabeth?
Not right off the top of my head, no.
Do the witches know anything of astral magic?
Of course.
Is there anything that my friend here, the astral mage, might be able to learn?
Indubitably.
I suppose, maybe I could ask if there are any augments to certain spells I've already known. Like, I used to know magic missiles, and then, as I learned a bit more, I was able to kind of morph it into a starlight missile type thing. I've got some other spells that kind of focus on force or, I guess, things like that. Are there augmentations for those?
Of course. The power of witchcraft can be unnerving at times. If you become an ally to our Witch Queen, to Baba Yaga, then you shall be granted access to these archives, which you may learn and apply yourself as needed.
What does being an ally entail?
You are a friend. We help one another. I am not asking you to join us. Not yet.
All right. I'll keep it in mind.
And the archives, they're on Baba Yaga, right?
Indeed. We do not risk such magic and knowledge being lost here on Erist. Too many men.
Nods. I do have a question about that. How are children made if there's not very many men amongst you?
By sex.
With the same person? Or is it kind of like a
There are
you
men
pick
that are
one?
there are men that are selected for this sacred duty.
She nods. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. One more question for you before we take our leave and start rounding people up for the next part of our journey. The Rexus Federation, they're expecting me to go there before I leave. Otherwise, I might be considered lost or fallen, which will put a target on my back, which is why I was originally going to take you up on your offer. If I do this, it might jeopardize my value to the Witch Queen and what I can give the Witch Queen in support. I am a little scared of going back there and just thought you might have some insight.
Our Witch Queen is cognizant of such things. She is aware of your dealings with the Rexus Federation and of your desire to be departed from them. I suspect that is why she wished to speak with you herself, and whilst her invitation to Baba Yaga would be so tempting. For the Witch Queen is not going to simply give her alliance to someone she does not know, but also understands that you are pressed for time. Travel to Baba Yaga, and you shall not be molested by the Rexus Federation. For as powerful as they believe themselves to be, their official stance with our realm is one of neutrality. And to chase you there would be an act of war. A war that, despite his mulings, he is not ready for.
She
I
nods.
hope it's not too impolite, but what would happen after we leave Baba Yaga?
If things go well, you will be under our Witch Queen's protection, and any attack on you would be an attack upon her.
Well, I appreciate your time, and Maelie,
Yeah,
I guess we're gonna find you some more spells.
sounds good to me.
Well, if there's nothing else, we might as well take our leave, start gathering up the troops, and head on out and do our shopping.
She'll grab her hat and give you a nod. I bid you good luck and good fortune. Do not leave our queen waiting.
Nice to meet you.
And she swaps to Sylvan for a second. Thanks a lot, sister.
Hey, yo, no problem, mate.
And she links arms with Maelie again and steps out. Oh, wall!
Ah!
For the wall.
To the window! To the wall!
To the wall! Till the sweat drops
No,
down
no,
my
no, no,
bowel.
no, no, no! Okay. And that's roll call.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, let's go to Baba Yaga. I can't wait.
Right?
We just
I'm
have
like,
to leave Seino on the ship.
What
about me?
What a fat session that was.
Yeah, leave
This is
the
good
one guy that has a problem with it just on the ship. I'm sure they're not gonna do anything to the guy on the ship. No.
They said we'll be unmolested.
Yeah, I'm molested. Yeah.
Alrighty. Good game, everybody. Good to see you guys. Also, Daniel, I saw that 50 sub drop. Fucking stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop. Don't do it. Like,
Dropping the Benjamins.
look, I haven't even given you the fucking hot tub stream yet. Just give me some time. I know it's been a while.
Hot tub.
I do intend on doing it. I just need some time. Why? Because your money is better spent somewhere else.
What if he wants to spend it on you?
I mean, I guess he wants to, but fuck.
What if he drops another 50 right now?
Stop. He can't do it if I leave. He can't do it if I leave. That's the rule.
Yeah, you can.
No, he
Offline
can't.
chat.
No, you can't. You can't. That's not allowed. You can't do that. God. Oh, I thought he did it again. I mean, Kate,
Yeah, I thought so too. Game, my man.
Anyway, thank you for the subs, guys, but I am going to be heading out. All right, bye, everybody. And I got to get ready for Dark Sermon starts in 30 minutes. I'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Oh!